The all-new FM104 Phone Show contains content of an adult nature. It is being classified by FM104 as suitable for over 15.
Discretion is advised.
And now, the all-new FM104 Phone Show with Keith Ward.
You're very welcome to the phone show for a Thursday. Numbers are 53104 for 20 cent, or of course, as always, get us on 6797 FM104. We'll be talking about McGregor Mayweather later on. You may have heard they're doing a little boxing match that no one's ever heard of. No, we'll be talking to the Irish Sun about that, getting a quick recap of last night's exploits. Also, we didn't have time to do it last night. We'll be talking about Katie Price, former glamour model Katie Price, who says that she would have no problem, or at least considering buying a prostitute for her son when he turns 18. Harvey obviously suffers from quite a lot of disabilities, and she says, why should he not enjoy the experience that everyone else does? And a lot of people disagree with her. We'll also be talking about a mail we got sent in from a woman who was proposed to last week on holidays. She was delighted, she was over the moon, until she saw the ring. And the ring, she described in her own words, was like something that was bought out of Pound World. 53104 for 20 cent, or get us on WhatsApp 087 6797 F104. It's all on the way.
The all-new FM104 Phone Show with Keith Ward and John Berrill. Need a mattress in a hurry? Mattress Express at Des Kelly Interiors on the Long Mile Road.
FM104.
People will be delighted to know that John isn't under the influence of a power drink tonight. He's going, what's it, cold turkey?
Cold turkey, man. I've kicked the habit. I was getting texts off loved ones and everything. Johnny, get all right now. Make sure you text me when you wake up.
If anyone has to say, I assume you haven't deleted the photo.
No, I haven't. I contemplated getting rid of it, but I was like, nah, it's not fair.
It's content, man. You can't lie to the listeners. So it's probably still up there. It's on the Twitter, on our Twitter page, the all new FM104 Phone Show Twitter page. Just type in the phone show, you'll get it there. And it basically looks like John's off his face on energy drink.
Well, now in fairness, I'd moved during the shot, so it looks like I've got a lazy eye and everything else, and I look loopy. But had a Red Bull right before coming on air, and I was going nuts.
Jittery. Yeah. Although in fairness, something that could have made you jittery, but I think you did okay, is we did a Facebook Live earlier on. It's on the FM104 Facebook page, and we were reversing around the corner because of course John's driving test
it's cool,
is tomorrow morning. Nerves are setting in. What time?
It's 11:05.
Oh, early start, John.
Yeah.
I mean, to other people, like, what's wrong with that? But like, John won't get home till maybe 2 o'clock tonight, or tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, tomorrow morning.
So I need to try to get a lot of sleep in.
Yeah,
in those few hours.
So I think actually John did okay, given the fact that it's a maneuver.
I'm proud of myself.
It's a maneuver you never have to do. No one ever reverses.
I do it every night.
What, reverse around the corner?
Reverse around the corner.
But that's because you're practicing. Like, you'll find out, like, I've been driving about 10 years or so.
Right.
You'll find out there are things that you do when you're driving normally that you just would not do in the test. Like, I've never driven reverse around the corner, ever. You know those stop signs? Nah.
Don't need them.
You know the red lights? You know those finicky
they're
red light things?
Just, they're more of a suggestion than a demand.
Like a decoration, really.
That's it, man.
Yeah. But you'll find out there are things that you just don't have to do.
Yeah,
you can get by without doing.
That's fine later down the line, but tomorrow I need to have my A game.
Yeah,
I need to do everything by the book, for the book, in the middle of the book, around the book.
Yeah.
When you say book loads, it gets very dodgy.
You were telling me that so you're doing the test in Finglas. What's the pass rate for lads?
Pass rate for lads in Finglas is 18%. 46% pass rate in total, I think, and I'm pretty sure 18% for lads.
So more women pass.
More women pass, barely.
I'd say more women pass in general anyway, but they're not good odds. I
don't think I'm a little boy racer though. Like, I've got a little polo.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't be. John would be the opposite of a boy racer. Safety queen, I would say.
Yeah, like I wear jeans.
What's wrong with, but you wear jeans with rips and
that's the badness going out there.
Yeah. Your man's going to take one look and go, I can't be passing this guy.
I'm going to be wearing tracksuit pants tomorrow.
This guy's a maniac.
I've got driving pants.
Driving pants?
Yeah, they're tracksuit pants. They're kind of tight though. They're not loose. You wouldn't train in them.
So what, you want to give them to something to look at? Is this?
Well, just in case.
You never know.
Every little helps.
You're a good looking guy, Johnny. You might take a shine to you.
You might take a fancy to me, yeah.
If he rubbed your leg during the tests.
Who's to say it's a he? Why do we assume it's a he? It could be a woman.
It's part probably a he. It's probably a he. Come on, isn't it?
No, there's a lot of female driving instructors up in Finglas, yeah.
Instructors, but not testers.
No, testers as well.
Okay.
A new batch we recently brought in. Apparently they're very sticklers for rules.
Okay,
no wiggle room, Keith.
Say if the gender-neutral person that's going to do it just rubbed your knee during the test, but said it's okay, I'm going to pass you. Would you take that? Would you?
Oh.
Of course you would.
Yes, I would, yeah.
Of course you would.
It's 80 quid if I had to do it again, like.
Yeah, no. I think you'd be okay.
I might enjoy it.
And I don't mean this in a negative way. I don't know if you'll pass, but I don't think it's going to be because something you've done. It's just like, they never pass first time, do they?
I don't know.
Has anyone actually, 53104 for 20 cents, has anyone ever passed first time? I passed second time, but first time, I think it's nearly like mandatory that, it's your first time now.
See, I'm hoping because I'm earlier in the day, they won't have hit their we need to fail quotas.
Don't hit their slump.
Yeah, you know, like I'm sure like every day, okay, Friday we need 7 fails today. If I'm getting in early, I'm gonna slide under the radar. I
love all these theories that like you haven't a clue how it works.
No idea.
We're just trying to make yourself feel better. So listen, listeners, at 11:05 tomorrow morning, John Berrill's doing this driving
off the
test. We did, by the way, we inquired to see if we can get a camera.
Yeah,
no, they didn't know.
They were not a fan, Keith.
They did not want the camera thing. No, for some reason, I don't know why. Any driving related questions you want to throw in at John during the show, we'll throw a couple at him just to kind of keep him up to speed.
Keep me on my toes. Love it.
I'll be honest with you, half the question that will come in, I won't have a clue of.
I should know them.
Anyone who's been driving for quite a while just would not have a clue because it doesn't happen.
You just lose it, yeah. It's like the same with how a waterfall's made. I can't remember how that happens.
But it's like the leaving cert.
Yeah.
You don't need your leaving cert 5 years later.
No.
You probably need it that year to get into college, but 5 years later...
Like what's the rules of acceleration, Keith? No idea. Learn that in chemistry or physics or whatever it was. Can't even remember the subject.
Although John did say, when can you stop in a junction?
Oh yeah, will I give the answer, Keith?
Yeah, well, my answer was if the car's on fire. You said, no, that's not the answer. I said, no, I'm pretty sure it is. If your car was on fire, I think they'd let you away by stopping in the junction and jumping out.
Well, yeah. But
so it is a answer.
That is a answer.
Incorrect,
like, you're not wrong. But
it's not incorrect, is it?
You're not correct. You're in that grey area in the middle. Do you want the answer?
Go on.
Will I tell you the answer? Right.
Go on.
Rules of a junction.
God.
Don't go in it unless you can get back out. I feel like one of those RSA ads. Don't go into the junction unless you can get back out. With the exception of turning right. You can go into the junction if you're turning right. If you're the only car in the box and you're not obstructing other traffic.
Right.
Oh, nailed it.
Yeah.
Past the written part.
Yeah, the written part. Yeah. All you're going to do then is drive. I don't know. Listen, lots of people. Maggie says, best of luck, John.
Thanks, Maggie.
Let me see. Hi, John. Wish you the best of luck. I know you can do it. I will say a prayer in the light. There you go.
Ah, bless.
I'll say, and my dad's always at that. I said a prayer for you.
Will you light a candle for me, Keith?
If I can find a candle, I'll light it for you.
If I give you a candle, will you light it for me?
How about if I light a cigarette for you?
No, I'm trying to get you off them.
Yeah, but it kind of sometimes calms me down. So I'm hoping like a voodoo doll calms you down.
No, we're not that good.
Oh, here's the thing as well. If you smoke in your car, now obviously you can't smoke during the test, but if you smoke in your car, say if you have a smoke beforehand and the car is like kind of musty cigarette smell, they'll refuse to take you out.
No.
Yeah, because technically that's his workplace, your car.
You're joking.
Seriously, I heard it before.
That's not a fact,
I heard it before. I'm not with 100%.
So if I go off now and get a takeaway in my car tonight and it stinks of stale chips, he can go, nah man, not happening.
Yeah.
Here.
That's what I heard.
My car smells of arse.
Why is the smell of arse?
It just had that smell in it. It took us ages to get.
Why did you buy it off?
Just some bloke. I think he was a fisherman.
Well, so then what's the smell of arse then?
I don't know. He
like
sat down a lot.
A lot of arsey fish out there.
A lot of arsey fish out there.
Lots of arse. What, do you not get some spray or something?
I've got like odour eater stuff. You know, you spray it and it doesn't. It's not an air freshener. It eats the odour.
Right.
So I mightn't get the test because I've got a smelly car.
Yeah, you've got an arsey car. Yeah.
Here.
No. Like if it's ridiculously bad. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been in your car.
And it's very warm. It's like it really locks in the moisture.
Oh, stop! That's horrible.
It's going to be a damp old ride.
Sounds fun in that case. Someone says, I failed the first time. They showed me the H sign for a hospital and I was like, it's two parallel roads with a small road adjoining them. Well, I can see that's an easy mistake to make.
I can see, yeah.
Do you know what I hate about that question, right? Is if you were looking for a hospital, first of all, chances are you already know where it is.
Yeah, you've got a rough idea.
And I don't know about you, signs for hospitals usually tell you a bit more information than just a hate sign. Like if you're looking for Beaumont Hospital, I won't just have a hate sign and an arrow going that way. We'll go Beaumont Hospital this way. Do you know what I mean?
It spells it right out.
No one has ever died by going, oh, what happened?
You can't say that, Keith, because
we had to get to the hospital within the hour, and I was circling around North Dublin for 4 hours looking at hate signs.
So many mini roundabouts.
Stupid. I passed on my first go. Someone else has on 524.
Oh, you.
Brag. Anyway, if you want to win yourself tickets to go along to see Maxi Jazz, who's the lead singer of Faithless, he plays the right venue on August the 8th. We got tickets to give away all this week, so tonight and tomorrow night. So all you got to do is have a sneaky little listen to this.
It's not that sneaky, Keith.
Well, it's kind of, we're letting them in on a little bit of a private moment, possibly here, if you know what I mean. It sounds it's
wrong. Intimate, isn't it?
It sounds wrong. So this is a clip that we got where two people, it is people, they sound like they're dogs, but they are people.
Yeah, there's two people, two of them in it. Yeah,
something happened just before this, and you can imagine they're going through a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort. Have a listen.
God, yeah.
What are these guys doing? That's so wrong.
No, taking my breath away.
It sounds so wrong, John. Really. Honestly, where do you get this stuff? 53104 for 20 cent. What did they do? They've obviously done something just before that that's caused them to react that way. It does sound, they sound like dogs though. It's like foxes having sex.
Yeah, it does.
No, taking my breath away.
Imagine waking up in the middle of the night to that.
That's constantly in the sticks, man, that you'd hear that.
What, like foxes going at it?
And they go right outside your window.
Oof.
Yeah, they're
Why?
loud.
They like being watched, do they, John?
Voyeurism.
Yeah, voyeurism. Voyeur foxes.
Voyeur foxes, yeah.
Have a listen, 6797F104. That's all you got to do. We'll throw in a power bank as well. But if you want to win tickets to go see Maxi Jazz, lead singer Faithless, August the 8th, right venue. We've got tickets to give away. All you got to do is have a guess anyway. They might have just, who knows, they might have just stepped on some Lego.
That might be it.
No, taking my breath away.
I love this text from a couple of people who are saying, fair play to John, best of luck, John, with your driving test tomorrow. I passed first time, but then again, I'm a girl.
Yeah.
Actually, we have her here. Hayley, how are things, Hayley?
Hi, how are you?
How are you? You're live in FM104. Look at you bragging about passing first time.
Rubbing it in.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me. Yeah, no, I did my driving lessons with Dave from A+. I'm sure he's still going around driving.
Good man, Dave.
Yeah. Good on you, Dave.
But, my mum, when she first started driving about 15, 16 years ago, she also had him for lessons and she passed first go in English, and I also passed first go 3 years ago. So
Dave has a little touch of magic about him, does he?
He does, yeah. He's very patient. He's so good. Because I'd never, when I first got into the car with him, he was like, right, now I'll take you out on the main road. And I was like, I have to drive him.
Oh, yeah, so he just...
I thought you were just going to show me how to use things.
Oh, no. It gets you in that straight away. Actually, I'm kind of guilty sometimes for slagging women drivers.
Right.
But I failed my test first time with a male driving instructor, as in like he was teaching me how to drive, and I passed second time with a female driving instructor. So maybe I should give them a bit more props because I actually passed.
Oh, what a backhanded compliment. They passed me, so they must be alright.
No, what I mean is, it just occurred to me there, I'm sometimes a bit too harsh about female drivers.
Yeah.
But actually, one of them got me to pass my tests.
How do you know she was a driver?
What?
How did you know she was a driver? Maybe she wasn't. Maybe she's just one of those theory people.
Surely you have to be able to drive to be a driver.
I bet there's one.
You think there's one?
Out
taking
there.
the piss,
yeah,
like Leo, what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio from Catch Me If You Can, sort of thing.
Yeah, something like that.
Possibly.
So how long ago did you pass your test there, Hayley?
It was 3 years ago.
3 years ago, okay.
So, and I still have no penalty points, no crashes.
All right, okay.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, he's up.
What testing centre was it?
Fingers.
Oh, it was Fingers.
Same one John soon. Okay.
What route did you go, Hayley?
Oh, for God's sake.
No, I need to know this stuff. So you come out the gates, do you go left or right?
The listeners don't need to
I
know.
went
They do, Keith.
right, and then I went down that little narrow road.
Oh, the real small one. You have to go into one. You have to go...
Yeah.
Look at you, comparing notes.
And in around old Glasnevin as well.
Ah, yeah. And did you hit any mini roundabouts?
God, I can't remember.
You're not supposed to, are you?
No, you're not meant to hit them. That was a trick question. Well done, Hayley.
Yeah. I'd pass Hayley, I must say. And what was the instructor like, Hayley? Was he kind of
He was actually quite nice. He actually said if everybody drove like me, the world would be a bit safer place.
Wow.
But if I did a test now,
there you go.
I would probably fail.
Now you can tell. Well, I think everyone would, but you can tell John now, Hayley. Now that you've passed, you've had your full license, whatever, for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
You can. I bet you don't do half the things you were thought in. No one does. You don't.
No.
Yeah. Do you have any bad habits with it, Hayley?
I'm sure I do. Yeah, my boyfriend says I do anyway.
Oh,
now
right.
he would be a better driver than me, but he.
Of course he is.
She said it, Keith. It's all right. We can get away with that.
Of course he is. Yeah. No. I know. I'm joking. I've
got one bad habit that I have to be aware of tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm very handsy.
Handsy?
Very handsy. All
what
those
do you
exes
mean
were
on the
Keith.
person that's teaching you, or in the car?
Love a quick grope on the road.
Just stroking his face while you're.
No,
they don't like that, John.
I keep fondling the stick.
You keep fondling the stick.
Keep fondling the gear stick.
What, when you're not?
Keep your hands on the wheel.
See, I don't do that. I keep one hand down there. I don't know why it is. It relaxes me.
But what are you doing? You're caressing the stick.
It's not that I'm caressing it. It's like I'll keep my hand on it and I might give it an old wiggle every now and again.
Yeah, just to make sure it's there.
Just to make sure it's there, and I might maybe.
So you're in neutral.
Well, if it's wiggling too much, I know it's a neutral. But if I'm driving along and I'm in second, I go, will I go to first? And I'll hold the gear stick and I'll go, no, I don't need to go to first. And then I'll go back. And then I go, will I go to third? And put my hand back on it. So I like just the feel of it, you know? To know it's there, I feel like with one hand on the wheel, one hand on the gear stick, I feel like I know what I'm doing.
You're just cruising.
Just cruising around, man.
Well, they have that thing, without getting too technical, they have that thing called, is it coasting? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Everyone coasts. I coast.
Yeah.
I coast. So for people that don't know, it's kind of taking it out as you're coming to a stop. Say you're in traffic and you're just coming to a stop. It's taking it out of the gear and just cruising along. Really,
you put your foot down on the clutch and you keep it there.
Just cruising, just chilling.
And it seems
or when
fine.
you're going down the steep hill.
Yeah, you put it on there as well, so you can't control.
Don't do it tomorrow now.
No,
but
God, no. I hope I don't get it in my head now.
Hayley, what do you think John's chances are?
I'd say they're pretty high.
Pretty high?
Oh,
Take
that's
that.
nice.
Yeah, I'll take
Put that in the back pocket.
Well, listen, he does it at 11:05 tomorrow.
So we'll know tomorrow on the show.
Best of luck anyway.
Feel free to everyone to message in the all new FM104 Phone Show Facebook page tomorrow just beforehand, because John gets notifications when you do. So that would really annoy him just beforehand. Yeah, he'll let everyone know how he does. Listen, Hayley, thank you for that. Thank you for your brag. Very humble brag.
Very well done.
Yeah, very humble brag. She was like
masterful with it.
She was like, yeah, pass first time. You know,
not a bother.
My boyfriend's better than me.
Yeah,
but you know,
the instructor did say more people need to be like me.
Yeah.
I am the bar.
Yeah, Hayley is the bar. Yeah, fair enough. 6797 F104. We asked what the hell these chaps got up to just before this happened. What did they do to each other?
No, taking my breath away.
It's me going round and round about.
Yeah. And actually, now I think about it, this is the driving instructor. As you go around a corner in third gear while caressing the stick. 53104 for 20 cents if you think you know what that is, to get your hands on some Maxi Jazz tickets. Lead singer of Faithless plays August 8th. Right venue, got tickets to give away. Who we got? Anthony. How are things, Anthony?
How are you, Keith? How are you?
Very good, Anto. How are things, Anto?
No, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm a little, I'll be honest, I'm a little worried for John. I hope he does pass. He's put a lot of work in for this driving test.
I've been practicing, Anto, you know.
Yeah. But I'm not confident. Not necessarily.
Thanks.
No, not necessarily because of John. I think I don't know about you, Anthony. I think people just look at young drivers, especially lads, and go, no, first test isn't, not a chance.
That's what I passed me on my first time, I did, Keith.
Whereabouts you do it?
I did in Tala.
Right.
Yeah, Tala's not a good place to do it. A lot of hills in Tala.
Yeah,
effectively everything you do is a hill start in Tala.
Yeah, you have to do a hill start. You have to reverse around corners and all, you know.
Yeah, and can I ask you, Anto, when's the last time you've reversed around a corner in real life?
In real life, I never did.
Yeah, there you go. Stupid, isn't it? Absolutely stupid.
It's handy to know.
Yeah. What are you doing tonight anyway, Anthony?
I'm just sitting in McDonald's, just having something to eat.
Oh, yeah. On your own?
No, me and the missus.
All right.
Romantic meal outside.
Yeah.
You little Casanova, you brought her out for. Yeah.
You can supersize it, love.
Did you get her chicken nuggets as well, Anto?
Sorry, we got something in the curry shop and come up to McDonald's to eat.
What?
What?
Hang on. You got so you didn't get McDonald's, but you're eating in McDonald's.
Yeah, we're eating in the car park, like.
Oh, okay. I thought you got some Chinese. You literally walked through the door of McDonald's, sat down and just started eating.
What?
Yeah.
You'll do nothing.
You'll do nothing. What are you looking at? It's like similar. I don't know about you. I get very nervous when I go to the cinema and I haven't bought cinema food.
Oh, when you've got it in your bag?
Yeah,
It feels like you're going through customs.
You know, you've popped into Boots just beforehand to get, stuff that's slightly cheaper than the cinema. And I don't know, Anthony, I kind of feel nervous, jittery going through when I hand my ticket to the guy. He knows. He can hear the kind of the little
rustle. You start walking like you're holding something on your person.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
A little bit of a stiffer, more firm walk.
It would actually be easier to smuggle drugs into an airport than it would be to get a pack of M&Ms in a cinema. Seriously, those people can hear that little packet.
They know it.
They know a pack of M&Ms and they hear one. Listen, Anthony, stick with us for a second. 53104 for 20 cent. A nice Chinese. Why not? Feeling hungry.
Thursday, well, yeah, I'd love a little snack now.
Yeah, 4-in-1. Do you do 4-in-1s?
4-in-1s, yeah. That's rice, curry, chips,
and chicken balls.
Yeah.
Anne, how are things, Anne? Hello, Anne.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Anne. Sorry,
Hi,
my
how
fault.
are you?
How are things, Anne? You're live in FM104.
Yeah,
what are you
I'm
doing?
I think they put themselves on those
straight in, Anne.
pretend machine.
Anne, what are you doing tonight? Let's get to know each other.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm on my way home from work.
Oh, God. Right.
Sound like a stressful day, Anne.
Yeah.
I got up at 7 and just on my way home now. So
Oh, no.
yes, it's a long day.
What do you do that you're getting home this late?
I'm a nurse.
That
explains
explains it.
God love the nurses.
Yeah, fair play to you, Anne. Anne seems to me like she can be, fair but firm, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I'm German. I can be very to the point if it needs to be.
A German nurse? Who knew?
Yeah. You don't mess with them.
Yeah, German nurse. Sounds very seductive, actually, doesn't it?
It kind of is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like I've paid for that.
Yeah. We have ways of making...
As in to watch, by the way.
Yeah.
Just want to clear that up.
And do you have anyone that's ever... A bit like me, actually, I'm terrified of needles. Really bad.
Yeah.
What is it? Like... I think it's more lads than anything that's scared of needles. I don't know why I am. I'm terrified. I hate them.
I think it's more the lads, yeah.
I have a legitimate reason.
The girls just get it done and over with. The boys are a bit more gibberish, yeah.
Yeah, well, I have a legitimate reason, Anne. I remember years and years and years ago when I was a wee nipper, a small lad, in school, where they give you the flu shots or whatever vaccine they were given. And the nurse gave me a teddy. And she goes, squeeze that teddy and look over there.
Sounds fine.
So I was like, okay, not a bother. Looked over there. She then jabbed me in the arm and she said,
Done.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Why?
That's not right. So I looked down, she's got the needle in and it's gone in at an angle. It's not gone straight in, it's got in at a slight angle.
Is that bad, Anne?
No.
Well, it felt bad because she had to readjust it, which was like to twist it back round.
Well, it's in you.
While it was in me. Oh. And then finished it.
Anthony, apologies.
Horrendous.
I know Anthony's eating at the moment.
Sorry, Anthony.
But jeez.
So ever since then, I hate needles.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't blame you.
Oh, even thinking about them.
Again, and apologies again, Anthony.
No problem.
It's happened to me once, Anne, right, where I was in a hospital, I was getting an operation. I was getting my nose rebroken again. Rebroken. And
masochist kid.
I don't know how, maybe I was feeling dodgy or something, but they couldn't find a vein. They couldn't find a vein.
Common enough.
Yeah, I know, but when they can't find a vein, they try their hardest, if you know what I mean.
How many times did they try?
They try more than once.
Oh yeah, about 4 or 5 times, yeah.
Okay.
And as well, and I don't know, it's a standard, but the well that they leave in you when you're on a drip.
A well?
A well, that's what it's called. Isn't it, Anne?
Well.
I'm telling Anne what it's called. Anne's the nurse.
The
Anne,
what?
the well. The well. The thing.
When you get a drip, the little
So when you're on a
hose
drip, the little, so they can reconnect it when they want. They leave it in your hand, don't they?
The cannula, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
whatever you said, Anne.
Cannula, well, yeah, very
whatever you
similar.
said, Anne. Anyway, they left that bad boy in my hand for about 12, 15 hours. And my hand was killing me, like it was bruised, to the point where I actually, right, this will tell you how overworked nurses are. I said to him, sorry, I hate to be a pain, any chance you can just take this out? It's really painful and I'm obviously not hooked up to the drip.
Yeah.
She went, oh yeah, that's no bother. You should have said it to me hours ago. We didn't realise.
Oh, no.
I've had it in my hand for the past 15 hours. You could have taken it out after 2. She was too busy, you see.
I actually genuinely feel sorry for you. I'm so sorry you experienced that.
I feel sorry for myself now.
All I'm thinking is a little bit precious at the moment.
Yeah, I can be. Yeah, have we met before, Anne? I kind of, precious would be how I describe myself, actually. Right, we'll play this. Hang on. Anne's used to this sound, I'd say.
No, taking my breath away.
When she doesn't warm her hands first.
Yeah, when she's trying to find a vein. Right, Anne, what do you think it is?
I think it's one of those pretend labour machines.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Actually, Anne, quick favour. We're mates now. Would you be able to get your hands on one of those?
Would I? No.
No. Damn, I'm trying my best to find them.
To do is like...
I just want to see what it's like.
Know. Try online. Sure,
I've looked online. I've looked online. They're not easy to find. I think I could make one with a car battery, though.
Maybe, that sounds dangerous, John.
Or electric fence, maybe.
Yeah, that might do it too.
Put them against that for a while.
Yeah, that would be funnier, actually, Anne. Yeah, John against electric fence, and I just constantly keep pushing them into it.
Yeah, sure to be safe enough.
So the labour machine, is it more pain? Is it supposed to be more painful than actual labour?
I don't think so. I really can't imagine it being worse than actual labour.
You can't beat the real thing, John. The real McCoy.
You know what? I think you're onto something. I feel like they probably make it really sore, like horrendous. So then when the baby does come, you're like, that was nothing.
Yeah, but it's usually for men, isn't it?
So.
It's not usually for men.
I don't think so. I think having a baby is quite horrendous. Like, I don't think you can prepare for that.
No.
No.
To be fair, right? It's a bit. It's not really right, because you know when lads do it for the crack or whatever, or experiment, and they go, it was so painful, right? That's not really accurate, though, because when women are giving birth, obviously a lot of hormones are released into the system. A lot of stuff like that. Lads are just doing it cold turkey.
So you think women have it easier than lads doing it?
That's exactly what I'm saying, John.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying women have it easier when they're giving birth, in comparison to the guy with the machine.
Because there's an enema? Is that what you get?
Is it? That what it's called, Anne? An enema? An enema?
An enema in your bum.
In your bum.
Right. Is that is that for pregnancy? Or is that to clean?
No.
What's the pregnancy then?
I think that's just for something for the weekend, John, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There is a word on it.
For what?
The painkiller that you get when you're pregnant.
The painkiller that you get when you're pregnant. Do you mean when you're in labour?
Yes.
Epidural. I wasn't far off.
Okay, an enema is what you get into your bum to clean out your bum. Completely different.
You wouldn't want to get them mixed up on the day, Keith.
No,
not
you
really.
wouldn't.
No, I don't think the enema would do much.
Oh, that's. I did not call that a colonic. No, they thought they called that a colonic.
Many names for
again. Sorry, Anthony. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Oh, God. Anthony's not really enjoying his Chinese, is he?
Oh, no.
Right, listen, Anne, you think it's pretend to be basically hooked up to a labour machine?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Sounds very sore.
Sounds quite bad, yeah.
I think that's the sound I'd make. Right, is it? Let me see. Let me have a look for this button here. Where's the correct button? Oh, can't find it, but it's actually this.
That was just me.
Sorry, Anne. It's not. It's incorrect.
Not right, Anne.
No, but I know where you were going with it, though.
Yeah, I can see. I can see your thought process there.
Sorry, Anne.
Thanks anyway.
All the best. Listen, get to bed.
Oh, I try.
Yeah,
fair play to you, Anne.
We'll talk again, Anne. Anytime, I tell you what, Anne, anytime you have an email in from someone who has a weird, weird
ailment.
What's the body thing? The weird body thing?
Disgusting body. No, body. Oh, what is
Disgusting Bodies, is it?
Is it Disgusting Bodies?
Yeah.
The TV show.
Yeah. When we have something like that, Anne, we'll give you a ring up and you can advise people on what to do.
Oh gosh, no, I don't think I'd be very.
I think it'd be very good.
Oh, you're trained in it, Anne.
Even Anne's bedside manner there when she was saying, it's an enema that you get inside your bum, and kind of says it like a mammy.
It was very calm.
Inside your bum. She doesn't say arse. She says bum. Inside your bum, and out you go. Not a problem.
Clean as a whistle, sharp as a pencil.
Stop. Here's a sugar cube there for yourself. That usually cures everything. Is it? Nice
sugar cube, is that it?
Yeah, that's what I got after Needle. Finally, Helen. How are things, Helen? Helen.
Oh, Helen's gone from all the bum talk.
Helen. No, she's
gone.
gone.
Lost her because we were talking about the bums.
Yeah, but yes, Anthony's getting stuck into his curry there.
Not a bother on him.
Anthony, we'll ask you, what do you think it was anyway that we played?
It was two men making love, Keith, was it?
Two men making love. What's wrong with it, John?
What do you mean having it good?
Yeah. When's the last time, Anthony, you've listened to two men making love?
Sorry, I never did. It just sound like it, you know.
Right.
It sound like two men especially enjoying themselves, and one of them is saying you're taking me breath away and all, so.
Yeah, I can see where you're going with it. I thought it just reminded you of something, Anthony, that you'd heard it seen before.
No, I never heard or seen that like
Just an
that.
educated guess, Anthony,
Yeah.
then, was it?
Yeah, like it was just an educated guess, yeah.
Yeah, I can see where you're going with it. Would you describe yourself, Anthony, as quite loud yourself?
Sorry?
Would you describe yourself as quite loud yourself, Anthony?
Romantic.
Oh, romantic.
Romantic.
What's romantic now? Kind of little whispers in the ear type of thing.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Does she agree with you? Somehow I don't think she does.
Of course she does, yeah. She's in beside me.
What's she saying?
She's in beside me, she's just saying, of course she does.
What's her name, Anthony?
It's Emma.
Emma. Do you want to pop Emma on
Yeah,
for a second?
Let's get
Yeah,
it
no
from,
problem.
Go on.
let's get it from the source.
Hey, Emma, how are things? I just want to get a flavour for your relationship here, Emma.
If you don't mind.
No problem.
Yeah, well, first of all, very important question. What curry did you get?
Forum.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
In chicken nuggets and spring roll.
Oh, lovely spring roll. That's what you need.
Some meal for two, though, isn't it?
It was massive.
Emma, would you describe Anthony as romantic?
He is very romantic. We're actually engaged. So
Fair play to you.
Oh, happy days.
he is very romantic.
How long are you engaged, Emma?
We're engaged 3 years.
Fair play.
Right. And how did he pop the question?
He brought me away down to Waterford and he proposed to me in a restaurant.
Lovely city.
Oh, very nice.
Were you a bit embarrassed when he did that? When he publicly, proposed to you?
No, I was shocked, but happy at the same time because
Absolutely.
I wasn't expecting him to pop the question.
Oh,
yet.
Anthony,
He
you
did
old
that.
dog, you.
Yeah, little sly fella, yeah.
Yeah.
Just get a free dessert then,
Yeah,
yeah?
did you get a free dessert?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Was everyone clapping as well?
A chocolate brownie, we got a hot chocolate.
Do you still have it, Anthony?
That was the best part of the day.
Yeah, chocolate. Anthony, you just did it for the chocolate brownie, didn't you?
No, we did it for the lover, you know.
You don't. You did it for the chocolate brownie, didn't you? Yeah, you did. We know you
You
did.
got me.
Yeah.
Do you have a pet name for her? Do you now refer to her as your little chocolate brownie?
Oh, God.
No, that's me little fairy.
Little fairy. That's kind of
fair
cute.
enough,
Yeah. I know a guy who, it's kind of, I don't really understand it, if I'm honest, but anyway, he used to, I think it's his ex now, he used to call his ex pudding jocks.
Pudding jocks.
Yeah. Seriously.
Ah, man, that's not a compliment.
I don't think so. I don't quite understand it, but it doesn't sound nice.
No,
Did
like,
you not give him a smack?
I think she just had to get used to. I mean, they're not together now, so maybe.
This is while they were together.
Yeah.
Pudding jocks.
Pudding jocks, my little pudding jocks.
Man, that means you've
You've what?
ruined your pants.
Oh, really? Does
Yeah.
it?
Pudding jock. Well, pudding's
Yeah.
a sloppy dish.
My
you know?
little pudding jocks. Seriously, I swear to God, I'm not making this
here.
up. Yeah.
That
Or
is
another one, my poppin' fresh.
My
Don't use that. It makes him sound fat.
It does.
What's your pet name, Emma, for Anthony? Do you have one?
My sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
But run of the mill now.
It doesn't sound organic.
He's kind, he is. That's
Yeah.
why I call him sweetheart.
Well, who paid for the meal tonight?
Anthony did.
Yeah, he is a sweetheart.
He sounds like a sweetheart, actually.
Definitely,
Right,
He is very generous.
right. So Anthony's guess, Emma, and I assume you agree, is two men making love. Again, I can see where they're going with this one.
Yeah, it just sounds strange.
Yeah. It kind of sounds like it, doesn't it, Emma?
Yeah.
Well, it could be a man and a woman.
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We hope you win. We never win anything.
Well, I tell you what, right? Let me see. Where's this little thing? Where's this? Hang on a second. Hear this.
Oh, you actually got a button.
Yeah, finally.
You actually got a button.
I've been looking.
Yes.
I've been looking for that button for ages. Now, I'll be honest, right? Anthony and Emma, I don't want to get your hopes up. I was just testing out my new button.
Oh, right, okay, just flexing the finger.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it doesn't mean you're right, because I'll tell you what, right? You're wrong. It's not. It's not making love.
Oh, wasn't it?
No.
Oh.
But I'm kind of in a generous mood tonight.
Well, if
I like the young love between Anthony and Emma. I love it.
I feel like
you're very kind.
they might be on their anniversary. They're having a meal now. They had a meal when they got engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to cry.
Go ahead. We'll use it later on for a promo. Go cry, please.
Onions in the curry,
Yeah.
so.
I don't want this moment to take you straight back to Waterford, because nothing will beat that moment, Anthony and Emma. But I tell you what, we're going to give you an FM104 goodie bag. We're throwing a power bank as well.
We got a power bank, guys.
Doesn't sound dramatic enough, though, does it?
It doesn't. It's a little bit watery, isn't it?
And I tell you what, Anthony and Emma will pop you in the draw as well to go along to the right venue to see Maxi Jazz live on August the 8th in the right venue. So there you go.
Oh, nice.
So listen,
That's perfect. Thank you.
Sometimes just when you're sound people, they're a nice couple that I just wanted to go,
You just want to treat them to a night.
Yeah. Listen, Anthony, Emma, enjoy your meal. Get some dessert as well. Maybe something like romantica.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, or a tango twister, something like that, you know. Listen, good night, guys. Have a good night. I don't know, I really like them for some reason.
Yeah, they were endearing,
Just
weren't they?
nice, yeah.
They were warm people.
Just nice, you know. Anthony was a sweetheart. She was she was a little fairy.
A little
apparently.
fairy, yeah.
Pudding jocks, that sort of thing. That will never work.
No,
pudding
it's
jocks.
not going to catch on.
No. Anyway, there you go. I suppose we better give the answer.
Yeah, the answer was 2 guys getting into baths of ice water.
Yeah, gal players do that all the time. Doesn't bother them. But for some reason, these I mean, look,
Is there benefits to it?
they said it was, but I don't think so. They said it kind of, it's supposed to be good for like your cardiovascular. I don't think so. You're
did it
just
in Father's
literally
head, didn't it?
freezing your arse off. I mean, you can hear it there. Is it over the top? Would you react that way, really? An ice bath?
I think you probably would.
An ice bath?
Yeah.
Taking my breath away.
Because your body will go into shock.
Yeah, I suppose it would. Yeah. I tell you what, if it wasn't already been done about 20 million times beforehand with the Ice Bucket Challenge, we would do it for Facebook Live. But
Well, we could get into a bath. That's a bit different, isn't it?
yep, that
It's
sounds
like a big ice bucket.
It just sounds romantic. Just us in a bath
We'll
with a
get
flake.
separate baths.
We'll redo the flake ad. Remember the flake ad? And the bath overflows. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
John could be shaving his legs. Isn't that in the ad? I think it is.
I'll use Veet, man.
Veet. Anyway, 53104 for 20 cent. 6797F104. Probably one of the biggest stories of the week, and it's been shared all over social media. Love it or hate it, you can't deny that it's entertaining. Last night's press conference in Toronto in Canada between McGregor and Mayweather. Some brilliant sound bites from it as well. We'll be talking to Barry Moran coming up next from the Irish Sun, who will be giving us the lowdown on the whole, I suppose the whole shenanigans that went on. One of the quotes though from McGregor should I say, sound like Jonathan Ross, was brilliant. He goes, what the F is he doing wearing a school bag at 40 years of age? He goes, I wouldn't mind, he's wearing a school bag and he can't read. Burn.
Ooh.
The all-new FM104 Phone Show preview with the Irish Sun. Hear all about it.
Barry Moran from the Irish Sun is on the line. Barry, what you got for us?
Hi Keith, how are things? So yes, just the latest on the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather media tour. I don't know if you've been following it yourself.
Who hasn't, Barry? I'm actually obsessed with it. Seriously, it's sad in some ways that this seems to be the pinnacle of my life, but I am obsessed.
It's great entertainment. So they were in the Staples Centre on Tuesday, and then they were in Montreal on Wednesday. And I have to be honest, Conor McGregor, it was like a stand-up set. It was the funniest things I've ever seen. He came out and absolutely tore Mayweather to shreds. Not even just Mayweather. He had to go at Showtime because he had an issue with his microphone.
That's right.
He was taking down anything to move. It was really, really funny. I mean, he the night before he'd gotten into a thing with the dad, or with Floyd Mayweather's dad. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, I did. That was actually, if I'm honest, I thought that was more entertaining than the first press conference in itself, the back and forth with the dad. Yeah, it was brilliant. I mean, I think a load of UFC observers have been saying that the first one was a bit unstructured. Yeah. It was just two speeches, but last night was fantastic. As you said, with the dad, it was brilliant. I mean, the dad was giving as good as he got. He seemed to be scoring more points than Mayweather on the first night. Yeah. In fairness to Mayweather, I thought he was very impressive last night. I thought me too. He's the best heel going. He's the ultimate bad guy, and he really, really plays up to it. It really was. It's like we were talking about in the office earlier on. It really is a cross between panto and wrestling now at this stage. Like it's taken on a completely different life. Like I'd be very much used to watching the UFC press conferences, and there's always some good sound bites and that sort of thing. But this is, as you said, it's like it was stand-up comedy. It was like Conor McGregor
on his own with a microphone in his hand, kind of pacing up and down the stage like he was Chris Rock. And then, you know, and then Mayweather comes out, does his shtick. It's absolute pantomime.
Well, it's funny you should say the wrestling. Like, as everyone knows, Mayweather did he appeared at WrestleMania in 2007, and that was that was exactly what he did in the weeks leading up to it. He'd say his little bit, then he'd stomp off and let everyone boo and draw the heat, and then come back and do it again. I mean, he was really, really working it. And he after the main bit last night, he had a little chat with the Showtime analyst, and he actually admitted, he goes, "Yeah, we do save everything in reserve for next night." Because you don't want to be saying the same things over and over again. Yeah. So I mean, I can only, and I assume that applies to Conor as well. So you can only imagine what it's going to be tonight and in London. So it's in New York tonight, is it? Yes, they're in New York tonight. I think it's supposed to start about 12 o'clock Irish time. Right. I know, same as last night. I'm sure everyone's going to say, "Oh no, I won't stay up for it." And then when push comes to shove, they will, because everyone I knew stayed up for the Montreal one. I'm a bit surprised though that that they didn't spread them out so much, that they kind of put them back to back. I thought they'd kind of leave a couple of days between them, but I'm a bit surprised. Well, yeah, absolutely, because I mean, look at all the publicity they're getting for 4 nights in a row. You'd think if they'd space them out. Yeah. But I suppose traipsing halfway around the world is awful for whatever training camp they're trying to put in place. True, I suppose, yeah. So, but I was actually thinking the same thing. There's a massive gap now when they finish till August 26th, but I'm sure they'll find ways to keep themselves in the spotlight. Well, look, even a simple tweet or Instagram post from McGregor seems to just like stir it up all the time anyway. A press conference doesn't even have to be done. I don't know about you, when I was watching it last night, now it is kind of panto, it's extremely entertaining. I don't care who you are. If you have no interest in the sport whatsoever, you'll still enjoy it. One or two nuggets, Barry, where I thought it got a little bit real was when Mayweather took the Irish flag from the crowd and looked like he was going to do something disrespectful to it, and suddenly Conor stopped joking and actually got up and approached him and then threatened to throw his money into the crowd, which I was willing McGregor to do purely for the spectacle. But I don't know, maybe I'm looking into it too much, but 1 or 2 times it felt like it actually could really kick off. Yeah, absolutely. The flag thing, the flag thing looked a bit improvised because he was shouting into the crowd. I thought the bag thing in response afterwards, maybe I'm being cynical. It was so good that I was thinking, maybe that's been set up. But no, there's been a few times you can. I mean, there was great footage from Monday night's one, or Tuesday night's one even, where they were going head to head, where they were posing up, and someone's translated all what they were saying. And I mean, that's, they're not just smiling and laughing for the cameras. They're really, really trying to get under one another's skin. Yeah. And another one that was close on. I mean, when McGregor turned around and said, why are you dressed like you're going to school? You can't even read. I mean, that was... I'm sure he had it in his pocket, but what a line. I mean, the fella is borderline illiterate. What a line to have. Absolutely. Talking about a 40-year-old with a school bag, and then he kind of drops in that he's illiterate. It was just like, I was watching cringing going, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. I can't believe he went to those lengths to kind of humiliate him. And he said it yourself as well. He was quite vicious towards Stephen Espinosa of Showtime as well, called him a weasel to his face and looked like he meant it as well. Yes, that was quite uncomfortable, and I was also a little bit uncomfortable when Stephen Espinosa was up giving a speech, and the massively Irish crowd just booed him. I mean, I don't think they're quite used to this. No. But in fairness, the crowd had been there for ages waiting for a fight, and then this fella gets up to start talking about the sponsors. So I thought, I'll be honest with you, fair enough for the first press conference, I thought they were going to do away with it for the second. It was kind of like a best man speech. It was like, whatever. Yeah. Come on, we're here to see McGregor, we're here to see Mayweather. We don't. I mean, fair enough. Dana White would be quite popular. Everyone would know him, but a lot of people are going, who the hell is this Showtime exec? Like, no one cares. Just get on with the actual thing. Finally, I have to ask your actual opinion on the fight, because I think everyone's forgetting there is actually going to be a fight after this. Do you think in the unlikely event McGregor does knock out Mayweather, do you think it's bad for boxing? I know a lot of boxing fans have a massive problem with this, and that's absolutely fine. No, I don't really, to be honest, because I mean he's a 40-year-old, almost a figurehead at this point. I mean, it's not as if he's actively out there fighting on several times a year. It's definitely wouldn't look good for them if this 28-year-old or 29 tomorrow gets in and knocks them out. But yeah, I going into it last week, I was like everyone else thinking, God, he's going to be destroyed. And it's mad, after 2 nights of hype, that's all it takes. I already think now he has a chance. So.
Yeah, I know. We're kind of suckers for that sort of thing, aren't we? What
do you think yourself?
I'm a bit like you. I get persuaded very easy. By what Conor says, and I tell you this much: I do genuinely believe that Conor thinks he can knock out Mayweather. I genuinely believe he believes he can. Whether he can or not is going to be a different story. I don't know. I've been watching Mayweather for years, and he's extremely hard to catch. But I kind of do think, for some reason, some insane reason, if anyone can do it and pull off the unpredictable, it probably is McGregor. But there again, I've been indoctrinated for a couple of years now at this stage, Barry, into the McGregor church. So I literally believe anything the man says. But anyway, I can't wait for the fight. And what is it? 26th of August? It's still 6 weeks away.
Yeah, 26th of August, and we don't even know what we'll be paying pay-per-view wise over here. I think they're talking about $95 for HD in America.
Yeah, it should be cheaper here, but it's still going to be a pretty penny. But I think like most people, I probably think it's probably worth it. I think if you invest so much time and effort into watching the press conferences and following it on social media, you're gonna probably buy the fight in the end.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what everyone. Yeah. I think that's what everyone's attitude will be, even if they don't admit it publicly.
Well, that's in tomorrow's edition of the Irish Sun. You can get all the videos and footage on the irishsun.ie. Barry Moran, cheers for that, man. Thanks.
Thanks, Pete.
The all-new FM104 Phone Show preview with the Irish Sun. Hear all about it.
There you go. Slightly obsessed, I must say, but there you go. Everyone else is. Look, it's everywhere. Even if love it or hate it, it has people watching it. And I suppose that's exactly what they want to do. They just want the fight to be bought. But anyway, we'll see how tonight's press conference goes. See if it gets as fiery as it was last night. 53104 for 20 cent. 6797 F104. We meant to do this last time. We just ran out of time. You would have heard this there the other day. The former glamour model Katie Price has caused outrage by her appearance on Loose Women when she revealed she would consider getting a prostitute for her disabled son Harvey when he turns 18. Harvey has a number of conditions, including autism, and is legally blind. Katie said, "My son Harvey has autism and he just hit puberty, and it's obviously natural to experiment with yourself during puberty. Is it fair to let him go without? Curb crawling is illegal, so how do you address this? These kids are often cast off into Siberia. They are so lonely. I thought it might lift up his self-esteem." Although, as you can imagine, a lot of viewers reacted in disgust at the suggestion that a mother would hire a prostitute for her son, while others could see where she was coming from and thought that she was only trying to do her best for her son. That, look, it's not an ideal situation, but look, I suppose it's unlikely her son will have any long-term sexual relationships with anyone. So maybe she's just trying to help her son out of the goodness of her heart. That she doesn't mean to be, morally offside with this sort of thing, but she has her son's best wishes at heart. Do you agree with Casey's decision to consider hiring a prostitute for her disabled son? I mean, as I said, it's next to impossible for people with severe disabilities to have a sexual relationship with other people. Or maybe you think it's morally wrong to hire a prostitute for your own son. Maybe you think that sends out the wrong message, that women are nothing more than sexual objects. 53104 for 20 cent or 6797 F104. Very quick break. Back after this. Very welcome back. We're talking about Katie Price, former glamour model's decision to, I suppose, at least consider getting a prostitute for her son Harvey when he turns 18. Harvey suffers from numerous amounts of disabilities such as autism, and he is legally blind. Basically, Katie said, "My son Harvey has autism and he just hit puberty. He's obviously natural to experiment with yourself during puberty. Is it fair to let him go without? Curb crawling is illegal, so how do you address this? These kids are often cast into Siberia. They are so lonely. I thought this might help lift his self-esteem." But as you can imagine, a lot of viewers who watched her appearance on Loose Women the other day were disgusted that she'd consider buying or hiring a prostitute for her son when he turns 18. That they think that it's degrading towards women, and that it sends out the wrong message. That I suppose that women are nothing more than sexual objects. You know, kind of teaches Harvey that you know, maybe that's all women are good for. Or maybe you disagree. Maybe you think that this is just a mother doing something out of goodness of her heart for her son, that she has her son's best wishes at heart. 53104 for 20 cent, or 6797 F104 is the number. Mark, how are things, Mark?
Oh, sorry, how's things?
Good, man. You're live in F104. What do you think?
I genuinely don't see the problem in it.
No problem at all whatsoever with her buying a prostitute for her son?
No, but it's not like it's just, well, fair enough, she is buying a prostitute, but it's to keep him happy and then get him to experience it. Like.
But would you not be worried that it does? I mean, this is the argument that's been made by a lot of people who were leaving comments in the Daily Mail and on the journal.ie. They were kind of basically saying that it sends out the wrong message to her son, that, you know, women are just good for sex, that you can buy women for sex.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's just because the fact nobody's probably, no disrespect to the young fella, but like who else is going to go near him to have a sexual experience with him? That's what she's thinking.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, as I said, it probably is quite unlikely that he'll have, you know, a long-term sexual relationship with anyone. I mean, he does suffer from quite a numerous amount of disabilities. I get that, but can you understand where people are coming from? That they think it's, I don't know, maybe a little bit morally wrong, maybe a little bit seedy?
No, it is, but like, you have to understand as well, you have to kind of take into her consideration. Like, obviously she doesn't want him to go without, you know. Yeah, it's wrong in a way, but as he said, a mother has to do what she has to do. Like, if that's the way she wants to bring him up, if that's her parenting skills, you can't knock the girl for doing it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Like, I mean, again, as I said, I think she does genuinely, like, she's not doing this for, you know, headlines. I think she genuinely has the best interest of her son at heart.
But there is other ways to go about it. There's no need to actually fucking put it up on the internet or spread. Like, if she wants to do it and keep him happy, do it discreetly.
Yeah, just not to broadcast it. Yeah,
like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's probably 10 other ways you can go about it. No need to put it out there for everyone to see and for everyone to judge her. So if she wants to do it, do it behind closed doors and nobody knows about it. Nobody knows her business. Alright,
stick with us, Mark. 53104 for 20 cent. Do you agree with what Mark says? Mark doesn't see the problem with it. And look, as I said, when we're talking about people with severe disabilities, such as what Harvey has, you know, Mark's saying there, look, he may not have the opportunity to do it with anyone else. Is Mark correct in saying that? I suppose that was, in fairness, that's his own mum's argument as well. Aoife, how are things, Aoife?
Hiya. You're
live in the all-new FM104 phone show. What do you want to say?
I think it's wrong what she wants to do. I can understand that she wants him to experience, like, adulthood and, like, love and sex, but there's other ways of doing it. Like, when he's 18, can he not go out to, obviously he goes to centres and stuff and clubs for people with disabilities, can he not meet someone there with a similar disability, you know, and do it that way rather than thinking it's morally right to hire a prostitute? Like,
do you think Aoife, I mean, in general, do you think it's morally wrong to hire a prostitute?
Yeah, but I think definitely for a person with a disability it is, because that's what's that going to teach them, that's what all women are like. He has a learning disability, so is that what he's going to think all women do? Do you think his mum does that, like, for, you know, with her boyfriend? And, you know, I just think there's other ways of going about it.
That it will give him the wrong example of women.
Yeah.
That Harvey will think that all women are like that.
Sure, he's not getting an example of women. Sure, how does he know? Like, this is the whole point she's doing it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He has a learning disability, so what he will probably get from that is going to be the wrong perception of women. But he thinks, like, you know, oh, well, I'll just get a prostitute, when he could go to a club and meet someone and...
Like, it's different if a young fella walks around and goes, yeah, I'm going to get a prostitute. Sure, they've no disabilities. They know it's wrong to get one, but he doesn't. She's probably just trying to learn him to have a sexual experience.
Yeah, but why can't he do that by meeting someone from, like, a club or a...
He's blind, do you know what I mean? He has several disabilities.
Yeah, but
there's
other people with disabilities as well. Like, similar disabilities that they can meet each other. Like, you know, like, it doesn't have to be through a prostitute.
Yeah, of course, but he's not allowed to leave. Like, she's with him everywhere. So what?
Yeah, but well, what's he going to do with the prostitute? He's not going to ride home.
In a room, she'll probably be outside the door.
Yeah, and he's like, you know, that's... Yeah, but if he meets someone, like, when he's 18, he's going to be able to experience things on his own. The man could be in the house, yeah, but like she's not going to sit outside the door listening to them.
Yeah, you generally don't know about that.
Well, yeah, you don't know that either, though.
I mean, Aoife, there's a lot of people texting in at the moment, really agreeing what you're saying this is disgusting to get your son a prostitute, no matter what the disability. A mother should be encouraging her son to treat women with respect. This show sends out the wrong message.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I do believe that, you know, Katie isn't going out of her way to send out the message that women are all prostitutes.
Yeah, like she's not highlighting it, but no. I think, like I was watching Loose Women the other morning, all this came out, and her and that other comedian woman was on, and she wanted to hire one for her son who was autism, and he ended up meeting a girl and experienced it himself.
Naturally,
so that's why Katie's a bit on the fence about it, but... She's not trying to highlight it, but she does. Like, I know she's just trying to.
No, like as I said,
but I think there's other ways of doing it. That's just my view.
All right, stick with us, Aoife. 53104 for 20 cents. No, it's wrong. What he never had, he will never miss, and he won't miss it at all. She is a sick F. Someone says on 53104. Here's an interesting text, and it's something I didn't consider, and I wonder if something Katie considered. Maeve says, I just wonder, has Harvey the knowledge or consent to say he wants to have sex? And if not, it's child abuse if his mum is paying for someone to have sex with him. He is mentally able to decide he wants to have sex, ? I don't know, maybe that's a great point, I'm not so sure. 53104 for 20 cents. Shanice, how are things, Shanice?
Hi, how are you, Keith?
Good, what do you want to say, Shanice? You're not a big fan of this.
I just think Harvey is, I know he's autistic, he's other problems.
Yeah.
And I think it's totally wrong, because if she gets in the prostitute and they do have sex, and he does enjoy it, I just think that, now I'm not being bad, right?
Go on.
She has girls as well. I mean, Katie's sister.
Yeah, as Harvey has sisters, yeah.
Right, that's what you do.
Right.
And I'd be kind of worried about that.
In what way? That you think... Actually, turn off the radio in the background, Shanice, if you can, or just go into a different room. It's pretty distracting. So, hang on. So, Shanice...
The child doesn't understand, right? He's autistic and he's other problems.
Yeah.
So, say autistic, it's one-to-one. And he brings in this girl, or she brings in this girl, and what is she going to say to Harvey? She's going to have to explain to him, well, this is what you do, and whatever. And they do it. And he enjoys it.
Yeah.
And then the girl goes off, she gets her money, and he gets up the next morning, sees his pictures going around, and would he think, well, God, if I done that then, like, I might enjoy that as well. That'd be my worry. That would be my worry.
So let me just... Let me read between the lines, Shanice. You're afraid that after the experience of being with the prostitute, he may view just other women, whether it be even in his family, as a potential risk.
That would be my, like... That would mean she could get him a prostitute every night, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And if he enjoys it that much, would he be... Like, as I said, he's autism, there's an awful lot wrong with him. He's other things wrong with him. He's other disabilities and things like that. Most people saying when they get up the next morning.
I get what you're saying. I don't know if that... I mean, Aoife, I don't know if that necessarily that's a realistic risk that Shanice is making out there.
Yeah, no, I think... well, you see... I don't know, yeah. No, I don't think so. I mean, I feel that he's blind as well, so...
Exactly, blind as well, and well, that's really nothing to do with it, the blindness. What I'm saying about he goes in and he does it and he enjoyed it, and she could get one, or maybe that one person that he had sex with, she got him another one. He wouldn't enjoy that, or then he might think, "Oh, this is great." And then
would that not be up to her to say, up to him to say, like, if he does or he doesn't like it?
I just would be... no, I would... Certainly, I totally disagree with it. And I just think the child, if he enjoys it, well and good. And I'd be thinking, right, I enjoyed that. Well, God knows what goes through the child's mind. But that was great. It's up the next morning. He's blind, okay. there's a sister's voice, and or a sister's friend's voice, or a brother's friend, and...
Okay, so basically, Shanice, what you're saying is you would be worried that he would then start viewing every female out there as a potential partner.
Yes.
Mark, I mean, is that a realistic thing? I mean, there's a bit of parenting that comes in as well. I'm sure Casey's going to tell him the difference between what's what. I assume
she's going to tell him.
I assume he already knows. To be fair.
Yeah, like obviously she's going to tell him what's wrong and what's not wrong, what's right and what's not right. You know, she's not just going to say, "Here, son, here's a bleeding prostitute. Go ahead, like help yourself." She's going to tell him, "Look, this is obviously you're going to be your first time. If you don't like it, if you don't feel under pressure, obviously tell me, and you won't go ahead." Yeah. She's just thinking further down the line. Like he could be severely lonely. Nobody to talk to. Like you know what I mean?
Katie makes the argument herself. She says, basically, why should my son miss out on an experience that everyone else is able to have?
Exactly. It's like a child not being able to walk. If you go out your way to try and find somehow for them to even take a couple of steps. Some people might see it wrong. Some people might find it okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know a lot of people with disabilities, right? Severe disabilities, and I mean they've never had sex. They didn't know about it. They've never tried it, and I know that for a fact. But I'm just thinking about this lad. Even when he's a grown man, to me he's still a child. And I'm just that's just my point.
So, I mean, like, do you think there's something inherently wrong with a mother hiring a prostitute for her son? I mean, Shanice, would you do the same for your own son?
I certainly wouldn't. No.
Even if he came to you and said, you know, "Ma'am, could you get me a prostitute?" And he said, "This is what I want to do." No.
No, I tell you why, right? Thank God I have one son married and I've one son not married.
Yeah.
So if they want, they can do their own thing. It's different, you know, a different kettle of fish. But if I had a son, that'd be the last thing on my mind. And I still think if he did, like Casey's always on, and she's saying, Harvey's this and that and everything, and he has come on an awful lot. But yeah, I just think if she does that, right, it's up to her. She's mother and she knows it better than anyone.
Yeah.
And she wants to get a prostitute in. That's great. And it was a great time. The best probably time he ever had in his life. And then my thing is, that's in his mind, that's what women are. Women are great, and that's like.
You think in his mind it's gonna? He's gonna just view women as sexual objects. All right, 53104 for 20 cent. I want to take a quick break. Going to come back and talk to Casey. It's not Katie Price, who thinks it's shocking. That any mother would consider doing that for her child. Again, as I say, look, I think it is coming from a good place. Like, she is wanting to do the best for her child. She does think that her child shouldn't miss out on an experience that everyone else is able to have, such as sexual intercourse. But maybe she's gone about it the wrong way. 53104 for 20 cent, 6797 F104. Or, you know what, maybe there's a bit of truth in the text that I read out earlier on, that you know, it says, no, it's wrong. What he never had, he will never miss, someone said. Quick break, back after this. Katie, you're live in F104. How are things, Katie?
Hi, great. Everything's fantastic.
Good. What do you think? You think this is shocking that Katie Price would consider getting a prostitute for her 18-year-old son, well, when he turns 18?
It doesn't surprise me, but I'm just shocked at the idea that she thinks it's okay to do it, first of all, and then to advertise it, second of all, because I have a son who's 19, and when he turned 18, I wasn't thinking that the first thing I wanted to get him was a prostitute to make him sexually active or, Jesus. I'm shocked, first of all, that you would even think that was even a relevant topic to discuss, because she's so visceral. It's like, Jesus.
But Katie,
why?
Do you have a son who has a disability, or your 19-year-old son?
No. Even more reason why. Why would you think? I mean, my son, thank God, is fully capable in every aspect of his physical being.
Yeah.
But why would you think that your son, who is so disabled, when he turns 18, automatically thinks that now I am sexual, so I need some prostitute to come in from the left side of centre to make me, whole? In what sense of the word is he going to be whole?
Well, she says that, children like her son and people who suffer from the severe disabilities that he has, they never really find anyone, and they're quite lonely, and they never get a chance to experience sex the way you or I would.
You could have a healthy child who never finds anyone. Why bring... I'm at a loss at that.
Well, I suppose Katie...
so pure.
Yeah.
Her son is so pure and so innocent that why would you bring somebody in who has been there, done that, bought the T-shirt several times over, to essentially abuse?
Do you think it's abuse? Do you? I mean, I read out a text there from Maeve who was pretty much saying the same thing. She says, "I just wonder, has Harvey the knowledge or consent to say that he actually wants to have sex?" You think that's abuse?
No, he doesn't. So, I think she's just doing what Katie does best. Is that another publicity stunt,
looking for attention?
Yeah, and I wouldn't think his father thinks that this is a good idea. I wouldn't think anybody. I wouldn't think her mother would think this is a good idea.
Well, as far as I know, that Harvey's dad has never even owned up. Dwight York, as far as I know, has never really showed much of an interest in being his dad. So maybe he probably doesn't care.
No, I think that's to Katie's benefit. It's to her kind of publicity is that he hasn't, but I think he has been. He has been in the background. But what kills me is that she thinks that this is a way of maybe publicising her poor career. Like she's hanging on by a thread on Loose Women.
Yeah, well, she's not. I'll agree. She's not as kind of as popular in the public eye as she used to be. I'll agree with you on that one. I don't know why.
And when she was, and you see, what scares me is that while she's on the descent, her ex-husband Peter Andre is on the ascent because he's with This Morning and he's doing a lot of stuff like that.
Okay.
And is this even though Harvey's not their child, he's always loved him.
Yeah.
And is this another way of her trying to milk a situation to make more money? I mean, this kid is a kid. He's not sexual in any sense of the word. So he turns 18, it's a number, but he's not sexually aware of any part of his body.
Okay, well, listen, I'll ask Mark, you heard Katie there. Katie thinks it's actually abuse to bring Harvey or anyone with severe disabilities to a prostitute.
It's not. It's only abuse if they don't want to do it. If he physically turns around and says, yeah, go ahead, like, I'll experience it, fair enough. And if he says, no, I'm not happy with it.
It's okay. If he going to turn around and say, yeah, ma, it's okay. It's abuse when a child can't say either way. Where are you coming from?
Sorry?
Where are you? What is your point of view? Where are you coming from?
I think, look, he's free to do what he likes. Once he's 18, sure, he's legal to do it.
He's not free, you twit.
How is he not?
Disabled. He's disabled.
So what? So just because you're disabled doesn't mean you don't have the rights to anyone else, like anyone else that doesn't have disability.
But he's disabled. He doesn't know how to say yes or no. He can't say yes or no, you goddamn twit.
So what, he's a vegetable then, is he?
He's not able to say yes.
Well, Katie, surely you admit people... Katie, surely you admit people with severe disabilities and severe learning disabilities still have an interest in sex. They might not know how to go about it, but they still have some sort of a sex drive. They do, Katie.
Yeah, absolutely, if you're kind of the other side of 18 and pushing towards 40. This is a kid who all his life has been cared for. And now because he's turning the number 18, not physically 18, because he's not physically 18 in his body.
No, he's not mentally 18. No, you're correct.
So you're saying that some prostitute who's been out there selling her wares for however long, giving it every which way but Sunday, is going to come in to an 18-year-old virgin who's probably
Probably going to be a virgin for the rest of his life if he doesn't get a
will you just be quiet for a second, you stupid person? How old are you?
Me, I'm 23.
Yeah, exactly. Enough.
Yeah, and I have a 2-year-old. She's 3 in November.
Yeah, even more so, exactly. I am 55, and I'm telling you that if you had a disabled child, would you
I would do anything to keep her happy and make sure she's happy.
Oh, but because this kid is happy up to now, Harvey is happy up to now, do you honestly think that bringing in a prostitute who's been bent over, backwards, sideways, upside down and inside out of every other bollocks, God, excuse my
French.
So
you're telling me you haven't bent over, backwards for anybody, and you're not a prostitute?
It's not about me. No, I'm not a prostitute. I'm a mother of a 19-year-old and a 21-year-old. And I'm saying to you that bringing a prostitute who's done it all into an 18-year-old disabled young boy is not the way to do it. And you should get that.
But that's your
23.
Everyone has different parents.
You should get that. And if you don't get that, you are really messed up in the head. If nobody gets that, it's wrong, then you are really screwed up in your own head. That if your child is disabled and you bring a prostitute in to make he or she happy, you are really food up in the head. Oh my Jesus Christ, you are.
Katie, I know you mentioned that you have, is it 2 sons? You have 2 sons?
No, I have a 21-year-old daughter.
Okay.
And a 19-year-old
son.
And thank God they're healthy.
Sure.
But I would never
But I suppose a
prostitute.
Yeah, but your 19-year-old, I know, Katie, but your 19-year-old is never going to come to you and say, Mom, listen, can you get me a prostitute, or I want to get a prostitute, because he doesn't have to, because he's a healthy 19-year-old son who can go out on a Saturday night and find a partner, whereas I suppose Harvey, unfortunately and sadly, doesn't have that option. He's not going to be able to go out to a nightclub.
I can't believe that you as a station are even going to quantify that as an argument, because
Katie, you don't seem to. Hang on, Katie. This is a debate. Just because I'm saying this to you doesn't mean that I'm making this point. I'm throwing an argument at you. You can agree or disagree.
I totally get it, but I'm saying to you is, as a blessed mother with 2 healthy kids, that I would never entertain bringing in a prostitute to my disabled son because he was turning 18. And I can't understand how yourselves or any other person or station would even justify a conversation about this.
So you think Luke's women were wrong to? Do you think Luke's women were wrong to broadcast it?
Absolutely, don't get why they would even entertain it, because it's like you saying that. Okay, imagine it's not Katie Price and it's not Harvey. My child is turning 18 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the first thing I want to do for my child is to make them sexually aware. So I'm going to go out now tomorrow and find somebody to have sex with my son or daughter because they're turning 18. You see,
but it's not just that. That's you're leaving out the facts, though, Katie. She's not just going out. I mean, look, and again, I must state, Katie, this is a debate. It's a debate. I'm not saying that I agree with Katie considering, but
no, I understand that. But what I'm saying,
you're leaving out the facts, though, Katie. She's not just getting a prostitute for Harvey because he just happens to be turning 18 as a present.
Right.
She's getting a prostitute because she says Harvey won't be able to have, go out and naturally find a partner to have sex with.
But what I'm saying to you is, she's using the fact that he's turning 18 as the reason why
he's 17, is she?
No, and I'm not arguing with you about that either. But I'm saying, in any normal society, I've had my son's 18th and I've had my daughter's 21st just recently, and the first thing on the agenda, healthy or otherwise, wasn't about the fact that my son or daughter were turning 18, so I'm going to go out and I'm going to get them a sexual partner because that's the next stage in their life. And as she's in the public eye and she's on Loose Women and she wants people to take her seriously, and she's so concerned about her son Harvey, who is in the public eye because of the nature of the beast, because his father is a footballer and she's famous. The last thing you do is say, oh, he's turning 18, so I want to have him to have a sexual experience. Honestly.
But it's her wanting her son to have. I know, but it's her wanting to have her son to have a sexual experience that she feels he will not have unless she brings him to a prostitute.
But Harvey is never going to remember the fact that on his 18th, his mother paid a prostitute, has been with everybody under the sun.
Well, maybe you will. I don't know. I don't know the extent of his disability. Honestly. All right, Hannah, I want to bring Andy in for a second. I want to have a quick word with Katie. 6797F104. What do you make about what Katie said there? Quite strong in her opinion. And yeah, she's dead right. I mean, a lot of mothers out there would not take too kindly to hiring a prostitute for their son when they turn 18. But as I said to Katie, it's not the full facts though. Katie Price in this case wants to hire a prostitute for her son when her son turns 18. Not because he just turns 18. It's because she feels that is the only opportunity that he will get to have a sexual experience. So it's not just because he happens to be turning 18. I mean, Katie Price does have other kids. I assume she won't be doing the same thing for her other kids when they turn 18. Andy, how are things? You're live in FM104, Andy.
Yeah, grand. Yeah, no, I was listening to that one there, and I was like, what the fuck is up with her? Like she has 2 kids. She probably sleeps in separate bedrooms. Doesn't give her husband any sex. Like Katie Price, she's gorgeous. She gets it all the time. So why wouldn't she want her son to get? Like, who does not want to have sex? Like, you know, honestly.
Oh my God!
It's so sad. No. You stop, man. We listen to you last 10
minutes.
No,
is this the best argument you can put forward? Is this the best you can do?
You're sad. I'd love to just give you a big hug because I'd say your husband probably ripped you off. No, not a fairness, like.
Well, Andy, hang on, Andy. What? Like, I mean, to be fair, Andy. To be fair, Casey's not saying something that a lot of people are. A lot of people are disgusted that a mother would go out and.
That's not a good thing to do. Like, publicise it. Like, that's a bit.
So you think she should have done it on the sly?
Yeah, of course. Like, I mean, but like sort of publicise is not good. I mean, you're still doing it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, then.
Like, come on, man. Like, he's disabled and. Seriously, man, it's hard enough to get aboard if you're not disabled and all that fair.
I know, but is it the fact? I know, but Andy, is it the fact though that he has such a severe disability that maybe it isn't right? I mean, you heard what Casey said there. She thinks that it's abuse. I read out another text there that says, does he actually have knowledge or consent? Can he actually give consent to have sex with someone? Is he aware of what he's doing?
I don't know that. So that was like, I don't know. So I couldn't say. Like. I don't think that he does know that he does get them sort of feelings. Like, just because he has a disability, it doesn't mean that he's stupid or there's fucking anything. Like, he's still human. Like, and there's a lot of disabilities out there, and they're a lot more aware than us and all that things. It's just.
Am I allowed to respond?
Yeah, sure, Katie.
So you can't.
I love the idea that FM104 have a guy on who all he can say is.
Casey, why do you keep blaming FM104? This is a phone show. If people want to ring up and say what they want, I'm not responsible for everything that comes out of Andy's mouth.
I'm expensive as well, but you're a responsible radio station who has to take everybody's point of view. And your man is cursing at me because I have an opinion because I have 2 kids. Just because I'd like to know how old you are.
It's a purely.
Hi, Andy. Hang on. Katie's talking to you there.
Yeah.
How old are you, Andy?
Sorry?
No response. Why am I?
How old are you, Andy?
35.
35, Katie.
Have you any kids, Andy?
Yeah, 4.
4 kids.
And how old are they?
Yeah.
How old are they, Andy?
Andy.
Oh, listen, I'll bring Michael in. Hang on a sec, Katie. A couple of more people want to talk to you. 53104 for 20 cent. As a mother of 2 girls, I'd be afraid of Katie Price making Harvey sexually aware and him not knowing the difference of when he can and when he can't have sex and being a threat as such, but unaware of what he's doing. Well, I mean, that's the argument I suppose Shanice brought up earlier on. Yeah, I can understand that as well. I mean, does it sound out the wrong message as well to someone who maybe can't quite grasp? I mean, I'm sure someone who doesn't suffer a severe disability can differentiate between, you know, what is someone you're paying for a service, you're paying for sex, and then you see just a woman out in a nightclub and you can't approach them and just throw money at them. Obviously we can differentiate, but it's a very dangerous, and maybe it's the wrong message to send out to someone who might not be able to differentiate. Does it send out the wrong message that all women can be bought? Maybe that's the danger in it. 53104 for 27. Michael, how are things, Michael?
Oh, hi, how's it going?
Good, you're live in FM104. What do you want to say?
Well, a couple of years ago, my friend had autism. He has autism.
Yeah.
And we paid for him to have sex with a lady the other night.
Okay. And can I ask you why? Why did you feel the need to pay for your friend who has autism to have sex?
Because at the end of the day, like, he's never going to feel what we're going to feel. You know, well, like, he won't experience sex unless, like, you know.
Did he ask you, Michael, to pay for it or arrange it?
Well, he did. He did really. Like, we tried to explain to him about having sex, and he couldn't really take it in, you know.
So if he couldn't really take it in, then Michael, then was it a wise decision to do it then? Sounds like you kind of nearly coerced him into doing it.
No, not really. What we did was we tried to explain to him about the birds and the bees, and, like, to be honest, he enjoyed it.
Afterwards he said he enjoyed it.
Well, he did. He's not, like, there's an extent of autism. Like, it's not major, you know. He knows, he's aware of things, you know.
So do you think that in that case, then Katie Price considering to hire her son a prostitute for her 18th birthday, do you think that's a wise decision, a good decision?
Well, it is. It's a good decision because, like, at the end of the day, like, he's a human being. Like, if he wants to experience sex, that's the only way he's going to experience it. Like, why not?
Katie, that's the only way he's going to experience it, so why not? You heard Michael.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Michael, I hope you're not in charge of anybody with a disability. Because, of course, no, off you go. Why not? Do you feel it?
Why not?
Because you are totally deluded that think...
Well, listen,
you are deluded. You're totally deluded.
Is it not okay? Is it not okay for that person to experience it themselves?
I mean, Jesus Christ, Katie Price's son is 18 in a number, but he's mentally about 7. So
what do you want to do?
Just bring him to a prostitute and let him have sex.
So what do you want to do? As you said, look, he mightn't be there, right? Fair enough, he's 18, and he'll only be 12 or 13 in his brain. So what do you want to do? Wait till he's 50?
Oh, Jesus.
No, what Katie's saying is don't do it at all. She's saying don't wait until he's 50, don't wait till he's 40, just don't do it at all.
But you're not reckon, like, he's right, like, to experience it.
No. Can I ask you, who was Katie Price satisfying? Herself or her son? She's not satisfying Harvey. She's satisfying herself and her publicity, and her whole demeanour is about publicity. And I guarantee you,
I understand where you're coming from
in every sense of the word, and I can't believe a young man is coming on saying, of course, it's okay. I mean, fuck him. Fuck him. He can go whatever he wants to. Are you serious?
I'm a lad. From my point of view, like, I reckon it's okay. Yes, I do. But, like,
what concerns me, Michael, is when you were talking about your friend who had autism, and you said to him that you had to actually explain the birds and the bees, you had to explain what sex was, which would say to me that it wasn't necessary to get him a prostitute because he didn't seem to be any the wiser. You know, it's like almost like you introduced him to sex when he actually wasn't really interested.
No, but he was, because when we explained it to him, he was all excited for it.
You wanted him to be, you twit. You just wanted to get a reaction from him. You didn't give a shite about what he felt.
Come here, listen to me.
You wanted to see how
I don't know. You're making me out to be sick now. There's nothing sick about it. You're sick. You don't want people to experience that. No, you're sick.
You are sick.
No, you're sick. Listen, if he wanted to have sex, he wants to have sex. If my mother wanted to pay for a prostitute for me, I'd leave her.
You'd what?
If my mother wanted to pay for a prostitute for me, I'd leave her pay for it.
You'd let her pay? Yeah, well, that's fair enough, but you can make that decision yourself, Michael. I mean, if you wanted, you can get a prostitute yourself. It's not the same situation, though. You went out and got a prostitute for your friend who was severe autism, who didn't really seem like he was even bothered about getting one. You pushed him towards it, although he did say he enjoyed it.
Exactly, so there's nothing wrong with it if he enjoyed it.
Has he gotten one since? Has he gotten another one?
And no, he didn't have to.
Okay.
He didn't have to be. He ended up, like, he ends up moving on. He ends up having a girlfriend. I know it's you know yourself.
So he has a girlfriend now.
He has a girlfriend now. Because at the time he didn't experience. He didn't know how to have sex.
He didn't know how to have a bang, and then he did, and it was all right. Are you serious? How did you tell his mother? Did you tell his mother that you did that?
Yes, we did.
No, you didn't.
No, we didn't. Yes, we did.
Liar.
And what did the mother say? What did the mother say, Michael?
She was really happy that it was about time, kind of a thing. She didn't think it was ever going to happen.
Oh my boy, I'm so grateful for you. You're a liar.
All right, I want to bring Stephen in. Stephen, go ahead. You're live in FM104.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. What you want to say? You heard from Michael there. Thinks there's no problem in it. Katie, not Katie Price. Katie thinks it's shocking. Thinks it's disgusting.
It all depends on the disability, of course. I was just saying to your colleague there earlier on that you have an uncle that he's 60 now, but he's not hearing and basically he's very disabled.
Okay.
But mentally, but everyone said. All around my grandmother that he could not drive, he couldn't do nothing, he'll never live a life, or basically put him down. Now my grandmother spent years on getting him 200 lessons, car lessons, eventually got him his license, he was able to drive, got him work, he got work in St. Anne's, he was there for 40 years, one of the longest people there, and everyone absolutely said that he couldn't do it. He had find magazines in his room. He never had a woman. He always find magazines in the room. And he knew that he was frustrated. But nobody went to the level, of course, they were embarrassment. It was a different era. I would have loved to, I don't know how I would approach him now to do it, but I would have loved for him to be with a woman. I have somebody as well that's close to me that works with disabled people. And they often tell me that they have a special time. And if you disturb their special time, they go mad. Now, everybody has feelings. Everybody has sexual feelings.
Yeah.
No matter how bad a disability is, you still have hormones.
Sure, and let's be honest. I mean, regardless of Harvey's mental state or anyone else in that, he's still a teenage boy. He's a teenager,
and that's the worst time for a teenage boy. Is your hormones are all over the place. Like, nobody can say what you can or cannot do, and if the mother knows his child, and if she wants to do it, let her do it.
Do you think
we can't say it?
Do you think it's out of compassion? Do you think it's out of compassion, Stephen, that Katie Price and anyone else? I mean, you said it yourself. You'd probably, if you could have done it, you would have been doing it.
They're one of the listeners that it shouldn't have went public. Yeah, I agree with that. But I honestly do think it's definitely our compassion. Of course it is. Now, we can't give out. We can't call each other disgusting. We don't know what goes on in other people's lives. I honestly do think that is our compassion. And I agree with your other listener there as well. That fella went on. He had the girlfriend the whole lot. He probably got over. That was the hardest thing to do, was to be with a woman.
Yeah.
Do you know? And he got over that. And I say that once he's done it, he felt such a release. It was unbelievable. We might laugh at that, but it's the truth.
All right, well, Casey, what do you make about that? Stephen says it's more out of compassion. He believes that, we all have needs.
There, and I get his compassion, but I have to say to you that as a mother and as a carer in a nursing home, and as someone who dealt with people with disabilities, you cannot just, because Katie Price is out for publicity, you cannot just say, well, I'm going to get my son somebody to sleep at 18. That kid doesn't get it. This is not about him. It's about.
Can I say? I say, but how do you know he doesn't get it? You don't know that child.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Sorry, but how do you know? How do you know that child doesn't get it? You don't know that child. Katie knows her own.
I, honest to God, I know about the disability he has, and he'll never get it. He'll never get it at 20. He'll never get it at 21. He'll never get it at 50. His disability will never comprehend the sexual act that's going on. So it's not done to make him turn 18. It's like I would never get a prostitute for my son turning 18. It's not a logical response to someone turning 18. It's not that my son wouldn't understand the complex of it. He would. But it's not something you would go out and say, my son's turning 18, my daughter's turning 18. I get him a sports car ride around Mondello, and I get her a pampering day.
I understand that, Casey, but your son will never, he'll never have to just get a prostitute to experience sex. He can find a partner, as I said, on a weekend.
But Harvey is never going to get the understanding
so he may have to grasp it.
To get. He's never going to get it. He's going to know that somebody, seriously, if you want to be as basic as the topic you've brought up, is going to get on top of him and manipulate him and make him happy, but he's never going to understand what that means.
What would worry?
It's all about the action.
Yeah. What would worry me, Casey? What would worry me is, say if he doesn't enjoy it. Say it could be quite traumatic for him.
He'll never be able to tell his mother that because
it could be quite traumatic.
But the disability he has, he can't communicate.
Yeah.
He can't comprehend what's going on. And as you just said there now, it could be traumatic to him. She's bringing in... Hold on a second. Why would you bring... The nature of the beast is...
How do you know? But how do you really know it's going to be traumatic for him, like?
It's not even about the act. It's the idea that you're bringing in a prostitute who's been there, done that, bought a T-shirt 100 times over, and to manipulate somebody who's a virgin in every sense of the word is wrong on every sense of the planet. And I'm sorry, you don't have to be a Catholic, a Muslim, a jihadi, a terrorist. You don't do that to an innocent.
Okay, you think it's child abuse?
Not 18.
Yeah. All right, I want to bring Lauren in quickly. Lauren, hiya, Lauren.
Hiya, how are you?
Good, you're live in FM104. What do you want to say?
Just like I understand all their points of views, but the woman Katie on the phone, she was basically saying that all people with intellectual disabilities do not have the capability to make a choice.
No, I wasn't.
I wasn't. What I heard was you were like, no, they can't. They don't know what it is.
Harvey doesn't know. Harvey doesn't know.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not aware of his condition and how severe his disability
it's very
is.
Severe. Harvey has no concept of, and I know it because I've studied it, because I am in that domain. That doesn't matter. He doesn't have any understanding of contact other than his mother and his grandmother, in that he interacts with them. So to bring a prostitute who has all aspects of contact and to manipulate a person who's disabled, who's 18 by number, but 7 by... That's like you bringing a prostitute into a 7-year-old and going, off you go, basically.
I do think that, they definitely do have urges. At the end of the day, he is human. And,
of course.
Every male and female does have urges at one stage or another. And maybe that could eliminate some of the frustration that he has. Because, from my experience, I know a lot of people that have intellectual disabilities and they get really frustrated. And maybe that could be because they're not getting the pleasures that they are entitled to.
But did you just hear what I said?
Yeah, I did, but he must have origins, so therefore he could be able to comprehend.
He doesn't have, in his mental capacity and the studies that were done on Harvey, he doesn't have any of those sexual urges.
Well, hang on. I mean, do we know that, Casey? Why would his mother... But hang on, why would his mother send him to a prostitute if he didn't have any sexual urges? I mean, she says
telling you now that his mental capacity was judged at being 7 to 10 years of age.
What is that age?
No, let me finish for a second.
Go through wet drinks at that age.
You're talking over me. So
that doesn't defeat the purpose.
But isn't there a difference between mental age and physical age? Grant, mentally he may be 7, but the reality is physically he is a teenage boy, and teenage boys, as we all know, are pumped full of hormones and are sex mad.
No, he's not. He is not. Physically, he is not capable of understanding what's going on in his body.
I think not. You mean mentally, because mentally he may not be able to comprehend the whole action and motion of sex, but
look up
he would be able for it because, I mean, if he's clean, everything would be formed. And the testosterone and everything else would be there. So he must have the urges.
So are you saying that, oh my divine Jesus Christ, are you saying that just because, now, he is mentally retarded, that's a given, right? He is not, right. So, given that, and the fact that they've said that he is not physically able, he's not aware of any sexual urges because his mental age is about 7 or 8, given that, right, forget that. Even if he was physically and capably able to do this, are you happy to say that you would buy a prostitute to come to give your 18-year-old a seeing to? And my son's turning 19, and the first thought on my mind when he was turning 18 was not about getting a prostitute to get his jollies off, ever. So if you forget about Harvey's disability, are you saying that what Katie was thinking about doing is okay?
Well, if she feels that he's never going to be able to experience that in his life, well then, yeah.
As a mother, would you do that? Would you do that for your 18-year-old boy?
Have the right.
No, I'm asking you, would you do that for your 18-year-old boy? No, you wouldn't.
No, I think I would.
You wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
You would not.
Yeah, I would.
Jesus Christ, you would not. Are you saying you'd buy a prostitute to come in and give your son whatever to make him feel this is it? You would not.
To make him feel what?
This is it. This is how it's meant to be. I buy a prostitute who slept with every other dirty bastard in this earth, and here she is. She's going to give you your jollies off. Happy birthday. You wouldn't do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, no, I would.
I mean, again, I keep saying the issue isn't a mother buying her son a prostitute at the age of 18 just for the crack on a whim. You know, the case is, I know, Katie, keep bringing up that you wouldn't do it for your own son, but as I keep saying, your own son, thankfully, doesn't have severe disabilities. You wouldn't have to buy him a prostitute.
And you know what? With the greatest respect to you guys in FM104, I love the bones of you, but you've taken on an issue and you have to stand by what your listeners are saying to you, and you are not going to get a positive answer on this, because I'm sorry, if Katie Price says it's okay to get a prostitute to give her son whatever because he's turning 18 in a number, he's not turning 18 in his headspace.
True.
And all the way through, with the greatest of respect, she's used the fact that Harvey isn't the age he should be, and she's played that game against his father, and she's used it in the courts about the fact that he's not physically the age.
So Katie, why does
is.
So other than
so
Shanice,
why all of a sudden is it okay that it's okay for her to buy a prostitute to give him some satisfaction? It's a load, excuse my pun, of bullshit.
So
because
why does everyone but yourself and Shanice, who was on air, why does everyone but yourself and Shanice, was on air, actually agree that it is a good thing?
It's because I am a mother of a son of 19 who is, thank God, healthy, and a 21-year-old daughter, and never would I assume in a healthy society that I would have to buy a prostitute for my son at 18 to make him realise that this is what... Hang on, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If your mother turned around to you and said, darling son, guess what I got for your 18th? I have a prostitute in the hall. What would you have done? Honestly.
I'd say I'm grand, ma'am. I'm capable of getting myself a girlfriend, or capable of having sex with a woman by myself. But Harvey isn't, which is the crux of it.
Harvey isn't, and Harvey is not 18 in his headspace. He's not 18. He's not even 9 in his headspace.
So you don't think he can even consent to this?
No. Imagine that you've just made your communion.
Yeah.
And your mother knocked on your door and she said, guess what I have for you for your communion? I've got a prostitute. That's the equivalent. Harvey is not... Harvey will never be capable of understanding
or making that decision. Well, Lauren, I mean, to be fair, Katie brings up some good points. She's talking about consent. She's talking about whether Harvey can even know properly whether he wants to have sex or not.
Yeah, I do now. Like, I do see where she's coming from, but to be honest with you, at the end of the day, like, Katie is Harvey's mother, so I'm sure she knows him. Like, obviously she knows him pretty well, and I mean, like, if she thinks that that's the best decision for him, like, he is not capable of getting this sex, she thinks he's not capable of getting it any time throughout the rest of his life. So I mean,
this is a facade. This is not about Harvey. This is about Katie stretching the next step of her publicity, because she's getting on. There's nothing about her. She made a song on Loose Women that about a few weeks ago that you wouldn't set on fire if somebody said to you, you would survive if you burnt this song. You wouldn't. You would rather burn because it was crap. She's now at the point in her career that she's not as popular as she was.
Would it be safe to say you're not a big fan? Would it be safe to say you're not a big fan of Katie Price, Kate?
No, I always was. I love the fact that when she was on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out Here, her and Peter Andre, but she's been there, done that, bought the t-shirts, and now she's on Loose Women, and they're basically keeping her alive by the skin of their teeth, because Loose Women can change their format like that. They don't need Katie Price to make them work, because they're on the back end of This Morning, so they've a lot of kudos there. But Katie Price is now moving on to her disabled son to keep herself prominent, and she's saying now, now he's turning 18. Do you honestly think of his father, Trevor? What's his name? Brooks.
Dwight York.
I didn't think of the footballer's name.
Dwight York.
He's
retired now at this stage.
Yeah, he's never really had any part in his life, but he is playing a part in his life. But he's not playing a part in his life that she wants to be. She won't project it because she's playing it down to suit herself.
All right, listen, I have to move on. Thank you for that, Katie. As you heard, Katie, probably not the biggest fan of Katie Price, but look, who knows? Maybe some of the things Katie is saying is correct. You know, I would imagine Katie Price, it's within her interest to be in the public eye. It's within her interest to say things that get that grab headlines. So yeah, I mean, it did occur to me that, you know, whatever you might think if Katie Price, if her intentions were just out of compassion, why don't you just do it on the sly? Like, why does she have to broadcast that this is what she considers doing for her son when he turns 18? Maybe think that it's just, look, it's publicising an issue that probably isn't talked about a lot, which is, you know, the sexual needs of people with severe disabilities. But at the same time, maybe keep it to yourself. Maybe you don't have to shout it all over Loose Women at the same time. 6797 F104 is the number. Informed consent. Does Harvey know anything about sex? Why people do it? The emotions that are attached, the concept of a prostitute, the pros and cons, the dangers. It's so important that he understands this, otherwise the experience would constitute as abuse, and depending on the severity of his disability, he could end up with post-traumatic stress. Yeah, I did say that. Like, it might be a case that he doesn't enjoy it, that he might think, you know, it could be quite traumatising for him. And then what do you do then? How do you explain to him that, well, what we were just trying to do was for the best of you, and he's traumatised? It's hard to know what to do, I suppose. Someone says, Keith, you're a loser, free sex. Basically, someone doesn't believe. So Katie threw at me that if my mother, on my 18th birthday, which you can tell you didn't happen, offered me a prostitute, I'd said I'd turn it down, because why would I bother? You can just go out and, you know, find a partner or a girlfriend myself. Someone thinks that I'll be turning down free sex and I'm a loser. So there you go. Cheers for that. Whatever you're into, I suppose. 53104 for 20 cent. We popped this up on the all new FM104 Phone Show Facebook page earlier. Two things. We must stress that the picture that we used, even though it says massive capitals stock photo, is not the ring that we're talking about here. But a lot of people seem to think it is, and a lot of women are judging on the state of the ring. Have a listen to this. It's up in the all new FM104 Phone Show Facebook page as well. Hi lads. Can you bring this up as a topic on your show, please? My boyfriend of 4 years proposed to me last week on holidays, which I was obviously over the moon about. I'd been expecting it, so I was a bit surprised to say the least. But when I was presented with the ring, it's absolutely hideous, and it looks like it was bought in a pound shop. Listen, I know everything that goes with a wedding is pricey, but I have to wear this ring for the rest of my life, and I just can't. I don't want to hurt his feelings, but I don't want to pretend to lose it either. What do other women do when this happens? Says Sonia, sent us in that earlier on. Would you accept an engagement ring you didn't like? To women out there, a lot of women are obviously, obsessed when it comes to engagement rings. You can't tell me otherwise. Anytime someone gets engaged on Facebook, I constantly see women swooning over the photo or criticising it or going, God, that's a bit gaudy. Oh, that's lovely. Women do. They take an active interest in what the engagement ring looks like. But would you accept an engagement ring if you didn't like it? Are women well within their rights to criticise a ring, considering that they'll be wearing it for the rest of their lives? So on one hand, I'm thinking that's a bit materialistic, isn't it? A bit selfish for this woman, Sonia, to say, she doesn't like the ring and this and that. But as Sonia puts it herself, she will have to wear this ring pretty much for the rest of her life. So maybe she should have quite a say in this. Maybe she should be able to say, listen, it looks a bit tacky. It looks like it was bought in a pound shop. Maybe she's well within her rights. Or maybe think it's the gesture that counts. That there's more to getting engaged than just the ring. 53104 for 20 cent. 6797 F104 is the number. Quick break, back after this. You're very welcome back. We're talking about the mail that was sent in to us by Sonia earlier on. Basically, her boyfriend of 4 years proposed to her last week on a holiday. She says she was over the moon and she had been expecting it, so she was quite surprised, and to say the least, when she was presented with the ring. She says it's absolutely hideous and it looks like it was bought in a pound shop. She says she knows weddings are pricey, but she says, I have to wear this for the rest of my life. I don't want to hurt his feelings and I don't want to pretend like I lost it either. She's asking for advice. What do women do in these situations? Would you accept an engagement ring if you didn't like it? Like, obviously, well, maybe I'm overthinking it. You would like to think that a lot of thought goes into picking the engagement ring when the guy does, but they can get it wrong, as guys do constantly as I'm always reminded, guys get it wrong. So would you accept it though? Would you just grin and bear it and go, that's lovely, thanks, I now have to wear this for the rest of my life? Or maybe think that women are actually well within their rights to give out about the ring and say, listen, I don't like it, get me another one, given the fact that they have to wear it for the rest of their lives. Maybe they should be well entitled to complain about it. 53104 for 20 cent. Or maybe you think it's a gesture that counts behind proposing. I don't want to get all lovey-dovey, but maybe it's a gesture of someone committing their love and their life towards the person that they love, and that the ring is irrelevant. Maybe even if it was an onion ring, it wouldn't matter, as long as the gesture is there. 6797 F104 is the number. Adele, how are things, Adele?
Good.
You're live in F104. What do you want to say, Adele?
I think, an engagement ring is nice to have. Obviously, I got one because we're getting married in a year come February.
Congrats, yeah.
But we're together 7 years, and you know what? After all we've been through, a ring doesn't matter.
It's
not going to hold your hand.
Yeah.
It's not going to wipe your tears. It's not going to get you through the difficult times that we've had.
It's kind of the least of your troubles, what you're saying.
Yeah. And to be honest, God bless him, for the first, I think, week of our engagement, I had a Haribo ring.
Right, okay. God.
So we had to ask twice because I laughed that much the first time.
Is it? He must be really good looking, is he, Adele? Jeez, to get away with that one.
He's my best friend.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the story then? Did you pick the ring then eventually?
No. He picked it.
And were you happy? See, I can't say it now, I suppose, but were you happy with it, with the choice?
I was actually surprised. He picked, it was a blue sapphire ring, very similar to Princess Diana's, but obviously not the same caliber of money. But it didn't matter because he said a princess ring for a princess, and also the sapphire to us is very important because the 10 Commandments were built on a sapphire.
Right, okay. So you'd be quite religious.
Yeah.
Okay, that matters to you. Right.
Yeah.
Can you understand, though, where this person, Sonia's, coming from?
Oh, I can.
I mean, put it
know,
this way, Adele.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean? You're not going to wear your engagement ring every day of your life. You'll probably wear the wedding band more.
I think, do you know, the women don't wear their engagement ring quite often. Like, almost, I would have thought. I'm just going on my mum now. I think my mum wears it every day. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she takes it off.
My mum just wears a wedding band.
Yeah.
Obviously, because hers was.
I mean, if you had Adele, if you hadn't have liked the ring that you were given, I mean, would you have said something? Should Sonia say something?
Yeah, but I would be grateful for an engagement proposal.
That's the gesture that matters.
He's got a lot of things wrong in the 7 years that we've been together.
Okay.
With fashion and houses and, you know, bits and pieces. But, you know, it's the effort he tries. And that's more important.
Right. So
and to be honest, we had, long story short, we had a premature pregnancy. Our baby lived for 10 days. And all through that, I never wore my ring once because I didn't want it in the hospital. Because obviously it could carry germs or whatever. I never thought about it. And he has to remind me to wear my ring to go out now since then.
And I suppose as well, Adele. I suppose as well, Adele, when you've been through something as horrific as that, little things about not liking a ring or, you know, thinking the ring is from pound, they're insignificant, really, aren't they?
They are. And people, like, our friends are like, you know, oh, go away fancy weekends, and oh, a fella has to buy you this and buy you this and bring you that and bring you here. Do you know what I love? The most, I've always said it to him in the 7 years we're together, the best thing he could ever give me is a cup of tea and a hug at the end of the day. And that's what matters most.
You're making a lot of people very jealous listening to this now, Adele. A lot of people are going, that bitch. So she has the perfect bloody relationship. All right, stick with us, Adele. Nice points made. Right, nice points made. Stick with us. 53104 for 20 cents. Someone says, Keith, how dare you say all women are obsessed with wedding or engagement rings? I didn't say they're obsessed, but I see women's reaction to them on Facebook. You know yourself, when someone gets engaged on Facebook and they put that obligatory picture up with the ring and they say, I said yes or whatever, I defy any woman to just scroll past and not comment. I don't mean comment like on the status, I mean comment in their own head or out loud and go, God, that's horrible, or God, that's disgusting, or God, that's lovely, that looks pricey. Women, they do. I don't care what you say. I've seen it firsthand. Women cannot scroll past a Facebook post when someone gets proposed and comment on the ring. Whether they do it in their head or they do it on the Facebook status, they will comment. Susan, how are things, Susan?
How are you?
Good. What do you think?
To be honest with you, now I'm with my husband. Jeez, how long are we together? I'm with him since I'm 15 and I'm 40 now, and we only got married in 2010, but I've been engaged now since I'm 21. But he knows the rules. Since I was 15, he is not allowed to buy me jewellery and he's not allowed to buy me clothes because his taste is up his arse when it comes to those things.
so he will mess it up. So he'll mess it up.
Pardon?
So he'll mess it up if he bought you an engagement.
Unbelievable, like. And now he's often bought me things. He bought me a watch there like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was a little boy's watch. And he bought it for Mother's Day. And I said it to him, I said, yeah, what's that? And he said, it's a watch. He said, it's a great watch. You know, I said, I don't care, that's disgusting. I'm not wearing that, that's very ugly. And my eldest daughter said, I told you she wouldn't like it. And he said to me, I knew you'd say that, you ungrateful bitch. And I was like, you are not allowed to buy me presents like this, and you know that. Now, there was an argument over it, but at the end of the day, I'm not materialistic. I never spend money on myself. I'm never in the salon. I'm never getting my nails done. So when I do get a present, it doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to be pretty. Now, my engagement ring, I picked myself. And it wasn't expensive either, but it was a really nice ring.
And why is that? Because you just wouldn't trust him to do it himself?
No, I
pick the right one?
Oh, God, no, you couldn't. Jesus Christ, couldn't trust him. He's desperate when it comes to that sort of thing. There was a good old heart in him, but he just doesn't have a clue. But no, he shouldn't be allowed. And if he had bought me an ugly engagement ring, I would have said it to him, you know, I love you, babe, I love you for life, but the ring is gone.
Really?
I'm not wearing that thing.
And it wouldn't have bothered you if you hurt his feelings, you're not wearing it?
To me, if I hurt his feelings, that's his own fault. That's your fault, Paul, because you know you're not allowed to buy me jewellery. You're not allowed to choose things. And that's just the way it's always been. And I've told him he doesn't have taste when it comes to those sort of things. He hasn't got a clue. But that is for life. Now, that other girl was saying, you know, her mum doesn't wear it. I actually don't like too much jewellery, and my engagement ring is so nice. Now, like, it was only like £250 at the time, but I wouldn't put a wedding ring with it. So I actually got married with the engagement ring. So I didn't have an engagement ring. Or I didn't have a wedding ring.
Yeah,
I just had an engagement ring. And I wear that ring every day of my life.
But you picked
it. My sister is the same. Her engagement ring now, that cost a few grand. Gorgeous ring as well, but it's so nice as well. She wouldn't wear the band. She said, no, the engagement ring is nice enough by itself.
So in this case then, Susan, Sonia is basically... it seems the moment she's stuck with a ring that she doesn't like, she says it's hideous and it looks like it was bought in a pound shop.
No,
what should she do?
Because I wouldn't wear it. Now, the thing is, it doesn't have to be expensive to look nice. You can get a white gold ring with a blue stone. You can get that for 150 quid and it'll look beautiful. And it won't look like that thing that's on Facebook. That's disgusting looking. There's no way. I wouldn't have even said yes to that. I laughed. So we'll go choose the nice one tomorrow. And like that, as I said, it doesn't have to cost thousands. It can be really nice.
So for people who haven't seen it, we popped up a ring. Look, we got a stock photo of, let's admit, Susan, it's a pretty shit ring, isn't it?
It's crap.
Yeah, we put it up on Facebook purposely.
You're going to show that off to people.
Yeah.
You know, when people get their nails done when they get engaged, and they're trying to show the ring to show how pretty it is. A lot of women aren't saying, "Oh, this is my ring that costs like $7,000." You know, it's not about that. It's about how nice it looks. It could cost 100 quid and be absolutely beautiful. It could be a silver ring with it, like that, the blue stone, and it's really gorgeous, or pink or white, whatever you choose, and it can be really nice.
All right, if you haven't seen it, it's up in the all-new FM104 Phone Show Facebook page. It is a stock image. We literally went out of our way to find the shittest engagement ring we could possible. And we think we found it. But it is not the ring that we're talking about. It's not the ring, by the way, that Sonia got. You didn't actually send in the picture. 6797 F104. What to make about what Susan said there? Susan would tell the husband and go, listen, the ring's a bit shite, I'm not wearing that. 6797 F104. Lisa, hi, how are things, Lisa? You're live on F104.
Hiya, Keith. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Yeah, what do you think?
I just think, Keith, to be honest with you, that women, place too much emphasis on what the ring looks like. I think it really shows a nastiness, materialistic people, and I think that if you're starting off, that you're only getting engaged, you're not even married yet, and you can't let, your future partner make that decision and be happy with it, you're in trouble. Like, you have a bit of an issue with having to, place control on something as simple as buying a ring. Everyone has different tastes in ring, but it'd be a massive insult to say, I don't like it, I want to change it. Fucking horrible thing to do, and I'd say any woman is a nasty, nasty piece of work to do that.
Yeah, but is it been a nasty piece of work to go, listen, I don't fancy wearing that ring for the rest of my life, it looks hideous?
It's honesty, and you have to be honest.
It really is, Keith. I think it's horrible thing to do.
Well, is it on it?
Susan, it's only a ring.
I'm with my husband since I'm 15, and we have great respect for each other when it comes to the truth. And I would rather he said to me, and you say that to me, I'm glad that you're honest with me, and I'm glad that you said, X, Y, and Z. But we're always honest, and I love him that much that I can say to him, that's not going to work, that's horrible. And I told him from the very beginning, you are not allowed to buy jewellery for me because your taste
control. You're not allowed.
And he laughed.
Do you know what I mean? You're not allowed. Seriously.
No, honest to God.
But why do you have to crack the whip like that? Can you not just be gracious and accept a gift?
I'm not spoiled rotten. I don't have.
No, but can you not be gracious and accept a gift in the in the way it's meant? It's a gift.
My taste is my taste. As you said, everyone has different taste.
Everyone has different taste, but everyone should have manners.
No, but not when you're with someone that long. You should be able to.
You lose your manners, or you lose your respect for them.
Yeah, we have manners
by doing that.
There's boundaries, but I am being honest, and my husband appreciates my honesty as I would appreciate his.
And being hopeful are two different things.
Jumper, and he'd come in and he'd laugh and go, "What in the name of God?" And I'd say, "I thought it was nice," and he'd say, "No, I wouldn't wear that." And I don't have an issue bringing it back because that's his taste, and I don't expect.
Jumper.
I wouldn't force my taste
upon him. An engagement ring is a whole different story, and obviously you can't. Sorry?
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It is, because
you know what I mean?
I knew I was going to marry him, and he knew he was going to marry me before a ring came into it. We always knew we'd marry each other because our love was strong enough for that.
But
the ring is what you do, the traditional thing. Will you marry me? Okay, there it is. It's all official now.
But do you not think you'd have insulted his feelings if he bought you an engagement ring and you said no?
He would rather I told him the truth. He would rather I had something I like than have to wear something that I actually dread.
No, that's too materialistic. It's a ring. Do you know what I mean? It's a symbol that he chose.
He doesn't wear a wedding ring. I didn't get him a wedding ring because
do you know what I mean?
He said, I don't like jewellery. I wouldn't wear anything like that. So I understand that's him. He wouldn't wear a ring. So I don't feel insulted that he said, I'm not wearing a ring and I'm not getting one. Because he's not the sort of person that would wear one.
Personally, and I don't know, maybe I'd feel different if it was an engagement ring, but I have bought jewellery in the past, for my partner at the time or whatever, and they haven't worn it, or they would rarely wear it, and annoyed the hell out of me. I'd be like, you're not going to wear that tonight? We don't wear that necklace tonight. I spent a lot of money. No, I won't. I'll do it for the... And to the point where I went, listen, you don't like it, do you? And she goes, no, I do like it. And goes, you don't like it. No, I do. I'd nearly prefer... Exactly. I'd nearly prefer...
Could I change it for something else that
Absolutely.
I do like? You're going to be happy that your money is spent on something.
Yeah, but Keith, that's a piece of jewellery just as a gift. An engagement ring is a whole different ballgame. It really is. Yeah, it's for life. So take it in the way that it's meant. It's a gift. He chose it specifically for you. Okay?
I wouldn't let him choose it. I couldn't trust him to choose
that. But that's obviously
because he told me years ago, he said, if I was to get engaged to you, I said, what kind of ring would you pick? He said, I know you like dolphins, something with a dolphin. I can't stand dolphins. I said, dolphins? You having a laugh? I said, you're not allowed. That's the day I said, you're not allowed to buy me jewellery ever. And he hasn't. He's often picked things out and said, what about that? In a shop window. And I'd say, oh, mother of God, where are you going? And he'd laugh.
Is he allowed to buy you a Christmas gift?
Yeah, he can buy me any other present. That once it's not jewellery and once it's not clothes. When it comes to anything else, technology, cars, stuff like that, he would no doubt see what I like. Because he's interested in those things.
Can he buy you some underwear?
He's interested in jewellery. He wouldn't have a clue what he's looking for.
Is he allowed to buy you underwear?
When it comes to clothes, he wouldn't know. He's
not allowed to buy you underwear.
Is he allowed to buy you, Susan? Is he allowed to buy you underwear? Lisa said.
Paul wouldn't go into an underwear shop. Jesus, he wouldn't have a notion what he was looking at.
To be fair, I don't think many men would.
No, he wouldn't. He'd say, if I did say to him, do you want me to get? He'd say, oh, this is what I think it'd look nice.
I wouldn't say Paul gets towards in edgeways because you're like a fucking broken down record, to be honest with you.
Right,
at the end of the day, he bought you a gift. If a man buys you a ring, it's a gift. Take it in the way, that he meant it. And I think it's a horrible insult.
Even if it's hideous.
To criticise an engagement ring. Put it on your finger, do you know what I mean?
Even if it's hideous.
At the end of the day, it's going to be behind a wedding ring.
But even if it's... Lisa, look, you must admit that women do judge engagement rings. Like, when you see it on Facebook, people pop it up. Maybe you don't. I've seen it myself. I've seen it in this office. I've seen it in other situations. Women do judge the pictures that people put up on Facebook of their new engagement ring.
Because generally speaking, most women are extremely materialistic, Keith, and it's not and it actually does matter to them how much the ring costs. And I think that just takes away the whole meaning of it. If a guy goes out and buys an engagement ring, he puts a lot of thought into it. Obviously, he's going to, and quite a few bob. So take it in the way that it's meant. Put it on your finger. Do you know what I mean? It's not plastic surgery. It's a ring.
No, that's true. Yeah, but you kind of have to be seen to be wearing it. I suppose if you went to the trouble of buying it, spend so much money on it, maybe we wouldn't take it too. Maybe we wouldn't take it too nicely if you didn't wear it.
Jewellery, I've worn jewellery that I didn't particularly. I wouldn't have chosen for myself. But I'd wear it because it was a gift, and I wouldn't want to hurt the feelings of whoever gave it to me. I mean, I've been married twice. The first engagement ring I got was a hideous looking ring, but I wore it.
And did you never think, Lisa, never think once of going, look, I'm not really mad about this ring?
I straight away, when I saw it, I thought, it's not a ring I'd take, but I'll wear it and be gracious.
So you were wearing a ring that you really didn't like?
Yeah, but I wore it anyway, because I just couldn't be that cold. I think it's a very callous thing to do, and I think it's such a reflection of your personality. If the shoe was on the other foot and you bought men engagement ring, and if I proposed to a guy and he had an issue with the ring, that would change my whole perception of him as a person. I would think, what's wrong with him?
I'd never buy jewellery for any person ever in my life. I would never, because
that's because you're pussy and you think everyone is like you.
I think it's very personal to buy someone jewellery without their opinion or without asking them.
It's not like you. You're assuming everyone is like you.
Well, you're assuming everyone's like you, and that if they're not like you, they've no manners.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You are.
I'm not the one that said
I have no manners because I wouldn't wear something I don't like.
I've bought jewellery for people, no problem. You're saying
because
you wouldn't buy jewellery
wearing jewellery that
because
you don't
you
like.
are
But I would never buy jewellery for someone because I wouldn't like to wear something that I wouldn't like, and I wouldn't expect someone else to wear something that I bought them and they don't like.
All right, I want to bring Jerry in for a second. 6797 F104. What to make about what Lisa said there? Look, she grinned and bared it. She wore a ring in her first marriage, wore a ring that she didn't pretty much like, but she was afraid to hurt that person's feelings, so that's why she wore it. And maybe that's more important than whether you like the ring or not, is not hurting your partner, who I would assume put a lot of thought and effort and money into buying you that ring, and maybe shouldn't hurt their feelings, although Susan thinks that it all comes down to honesty. Jerry, you're live in F104. Hey Jerry,
how you doing?
What do you want to say?
Basically just get them a cheap ring out of the chemist for €5 and hand them €1,500 off whatever, €1,000, and say go out and buy your own ring.
Oh Jerry, you old romantic, you. So you're going to go into a chemist.
Would that not sort everything out, no?
I don't know, Susan, would you be happy with that, Susan?
There's a fiver ring. Get down on your knee.
The ring cost €5 and that ring was lovely. That wouldn't bother me. It's not the price. To me, it's what it looks like.
Right, because you're not get down on one knee, right? Get down on, if your partner got down on one knee and said, will you marry me? And handed you a ring for €5 and says, there's €1,000 or €2,000 in cash, go out and buy your own ring and pick it yourself. How would you think of that?
If the fiver ring was nice, I wouldn't spend the €200 or the €2,000 on another ring. I'd keep my ring and I'd be quite happy with that, and I'd spend the £2,000 on a holiday or put it off. It's not about the money, it just has to be something that's to your taste.
All right, Lisa, what do you think about what Jerry said? It's a romantic idea, right? Popping into a chemist, buying a €5 ring, and you get the rest in cash, Lisa. Would you be happy with that?
I'll have to be honest with you, Keith. I'd take the ring out of the chemist, but I wouldn't take money. Because
at least you can go out and pick out your own ring.
I'm a romantic at heart, and that takes the romance away from it. I wouldn't want money as a gift for the engagement. I'd take the ring. It wouldn't make a difference how much it was.
Yeah, but at least you can go out and pick out your own ring together. But you have to making the proposal.
Jerry, that takes the romance out of it. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm just old-fashioned and
at least you're picking out the right ring that you want, and you can go and pick it out together.
Have you actually proposed to anyone, Jerry, before?
I did, yeah. That's right, though, no?
And is that what you did?
Yeah.
Honestly, you went into... And was she happy with that you bought her...
She was delighted with it.
A €5 ring.
Go out and pick out the right ring. And she was at the getting proposed already, like, you know what I mean?
And were you worried... Well, two things. Were you worried that she wouldn't like the ring you bought? That's why you went for that option. And second of all, did she pop up the €5 ring on Facebook to say I do? Because I wouldn't like that now.
I proposed on the Eiffel Tower with a €5 ring.
Yeah.
And gave her the money in cash, and the two of us went out and picked out her ring that she wanted.
So you went ring shopping in Paris then?
Yeah.
Oh well. That sounds a little bit more realistically or romantic, Lisa.
That's romantic, but just the money end of it. I thought, to be honest with you, that you were saying you gave her a cheap ring out of the chemist and then money to go buy herself something, not a ring.
With a cheap ring.
Yeah, I get you. And then pick her own one. Yeah,
that's nice.
She could
you know what I mean?
Pick it out herself, then. It
is nice, but I just prefer the old-fashioned way.
There's a lot of people taking notes here, I'd say, listening to this. Well, yeah, I know the old-fashioned way, but I think of myself, I think I'd be terrified to get it wrong, if I'm honest, Lisa. I'd hate it. Really bugged me when I was saying, I said, did you like that? You know, the necklace. Ah, yeah, like, would you not wear it? Ah, no. And I could tell you didn't like it. I could tell, but she was afraid to hurt my feelings, whatever, so didn't. And annoyed the hell out of me. I'd hate to get it wrong.
Most men, like, honestly, you can pick the hint up. A woman will give ideas of what she likes if that's the way you want to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we can be very stupid, Lisa. We can be. Sometimes you have to draw a diagram for us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta put it up in lights for us to kind of cop it sometimes. These little hints that you women just drop every so often.
No, I do think that if a man is observant enough, they will. You know, they'll pick up on what a woman likes.
It's hard to know women's taste, Lisa.
Come here, Jer, you know, if you're waiting to please a woman all of the time and get everything right, you know, you might be waiting for a rocking horse to have a shite. It's not going to happen. We just don't. We're not satisfied, and that's it. You know, you can't get everything right. But I just like the old-fashioned way. I really, really do. You know, take. I
agree with you.
You know, just take a chance, and if you get it wrong, whatever. If she has decency in her, she'll shut her mouth and just wear the ring.
You only get one shot at this. Like, if she has to wear it for the rest of her life.
Well, here's what Maggie's saying on 53104. Just go window shopping and get an idea of what she likes, and just go into the shop and get the ring. But then they'll kind of expect it then, won't they, Jerry? They'll know. Do you know what I mean? You want to keep it a surprise. If you go window shopping and she goes, oh, that's a lovely ring. You go, oh, is it a nice ring? What do you think about that ring or that ring? Then she knows it's coming. You want to surprise it. All right, Jerry. Well, listen, that was there's a lot of lads taking that little tip down now. I must say, Eiffel Tower, cheap €5 ring in a chemist, and the rest in cash. There you go. Every woman's dream. 6797 F104 is the number, or 53104 for 20 cents. Maybe tell us some of your proposal stories. How he did it. Did you know what was happening? Did he pick the ring? Were you happy with the ring? And maybe, do you know what? Maybe you're wearing a ring right now, and you have been for the past 15 to 20 years, and you absolutely hate it, and you've never said it to anyone, but you can say it to us. We're friends now. You can come on and say it on the all new F104 Phone Show Facebook page. We won't judge. 6797 F104 is the number. Quick break. Loving all the romantic ideas coming in. Keith, bring her to her chipper. Someone says, but where's the one? At the bottom of an ice cream tub is where you put the ring. I'd be afraid she'd swallow it. Don't like the screwball. You know, the screwball thing. I'd be afraid she'd swallow it.
Well, like,
very good, would it?
Is it not a bit, judgmental too? She has to finish the pint of ice cream. She'll feel bad about that, because no one feels good about finishing a pint of ice cream.
No.
And then seeing the ring, and then having to get in photos, having the ice cream floats.
Yeah.
You know? It's not a good move.
No, it's not really when you put it that way. She should be delighted to get engaged, even if the ring isn't what she likes. If it was to change the ring for another, if that special moment is gone, wouldn't be the same with a new ring, says Fran in Kildare. That's fair enough, Fran, but Sonia didn't seem happy. I think Sonia would invite another special moment. To be honest, if it meant she didn't get that ring. Bring her to Euro Disney and go to the top of the Princess Castle and ask her to marry you. Now, the thing about that is, I've been to Euro Disney. You can't go to the top of the castle.
You're not allowed up there.
No, it's not. It's not possible. It's not. It's a fake castle.
No, it's not, Keith.
It is.
How dare you?
No, like the bottom of it, you can walk around, but as it gets up to the top, you can't go up. There's no stairs or anything. It's
there is stairs.
It's plastic
it's
or something.
Where the princesses live.
It's plastic, John. Trust John to know where all the princesses and princes are. Disney fan, are you, John?
I'm a massive Disney fan.
I actually quite liked Disney when I was there. I was there last year.
Why did you go to Disney World? And you have said on this show that you've never seen an animated movie.
That's very true. I don't know. I have, but not many. Not many. No, because it was an off day between the Euros. I was over for the Euros.
Oh, is that what it was? Right. So
it's like, suppose we'll go to the Euro Disney.
When in Rome.
It's brilliant. Lost my hat though.
You lost your hat?
I was wearing a cap on Space Mountain. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. It was an expensive bloody hat, by the way, about 40 bloody quid. Serves me right for buying it. And I was wearing it on Space Mountain. And you know the way I like my caps.
You do love a good cap?
Yeah, I love a good cap. And the bloody thing flew off halfway through it. To the point where everyone else is going, on the thing. And I'm going, no! My cap, no! The ride was over for me then. Seriously.
That took the joy out of it.
I had to endure like another 2 minutes of flying all over the place. Do you know what I mean? Knowing full well.
Was there not fall in an open area where you could have went back and got it, no?
No. Space Mountain's like pitch dark. It's enclosed. Yeah. I wasn't going to go up and go, any chance, just let me in there. Just want to get my cap.
Just it was sentimental.
Yeah.
It's Disney World.
I'd only bought the bloody thing as well. I don't want to talk about it, John. But anyway, I recommend it. But Castle is not real if you want to propose to someone at the top of it. 53104 for 20 cents. Sorry, I just feel like I've crushed people's dreams.
Yeah, you really did, Keith. Yeah. I can just hear a big sigh across Dublin. People going,
oh no.
Oh no.
Next they'll be saying the Tooth Fairy's not real. Because Tooth Fairy is real.
Yeah, careful now.
The Tooth Fairy is real.
Very much so.
And everything else that goes with it.
Yes.
Right, what's the question for tonight? We want to give away some F104 goodie bags.
We haven't done a question this time of night in a very long time.
Ages, John.
I feel like I need to get a good one from my question vault.
Well, you should have enough of them built up now, because we haven't used any of them.
No, I haven't. Right, we've got one. It's alright. It's a standard enough question, Keith. This is the number one thing Irish women worry about?
Irish women worry
Irish
about?
women, yeah, more so than Irish men.
Jeez. Narrow it down for us, John. Irish women worry about everything.
They do, yeah.
Guys don't worry about anything.
Not a tap.
It's like the opposite. Guys should. Like, I'm constantly getting criticism and flack for just not caring about anything, really. I'm a laid back person. I'm laid back.
Yeah, you're very horizontal.
I know I like to moan about a lot of things, but I do it in a laid back way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Instead of stop, it's stop.
Yeah, stop, will you? Stop. Chill
Stop
out,
on.
will you? Chill out. What's the big deal? What are you worried about? Type of thing.
Yeah.
All right. So what is the number one thing that Irish women? We're going with the Irish one.
Irish women, yeah.
Irish women worry about. 53104 for 20 cent. 6797 FM104. The number one thing that Irish women worry about. I could take a decent stab at it actually as well. I'm not going to go into it. But anyway, simple as that. Want to win yourself some FM104 goodie bags? We'll throw in a power bank as well. The number one thing that Irish women worry about is what? What? Sorry. Some idiots there texting in. Some person sent in about 11 texts in a row.
Right. Oh, well, what's that? 2-3 quid?
Joke's on you, pal. It's 25 cents each. And I'm not going to read it either. Anyway, quick break. I'm back after this. Again, the question is for tonight. Irish females, the number one thing they worry about is what? 53104 for 20 cent. 6797 F104. And coming up as well, we'll have tomorrow's papers that you're going to be waking up to. Someone just texted in Mickey Money Day on 53104. I suppose it's Disney related in some ways. Mickey Money Day. It sounds like it is. When is Mickey Money Day?
Maybe
usually?
that's Mickey text. Is that a thing? It's not a thing.
Oh, John, come here to me. Do you not know what Mickey Money Day is?
No, it's not a thing.
It is.
It's not. What is it?
Maybe, now that I think about it, maybe it's a Dublin thing.
Right.
You don't know, honestly, you don't know what Mickey Money Day is.
Hands on my heart, I've never heard of Mickey Money Day.
Do us a favour, 53104 for 20 cent. If you can explain what Mickey Money Day is to John, we'll see what we can do for you.
Is it a sex thing?
No, it's not. It's not even a rude thing, to be honest with you.
Oh, right.
Is it a sex thing?
I've never heard of it.
No, it's not a sex thing, but I suppose the explanation behind it kind of is. When I think about it, you'll understand. We'll all become clear, John.
Oh, well.
Anyway, we asked the most popular thing that an Irish female worries about in this country is what? 53104 for 20 cent. Want to win yourself an F104 goodie bag? That's all you got to do. Anna, how are things, Anna?
Hi, how are you?
Very good, Anna. How are you tonight? What are you doing at this very late hour?
We are just on our way home from the airport.
Oh, no. Are you on your way home from holidays?
Yeah, it's a depression.
That is horrible, Anna.
Yeah, you get to Dublin and it's jackets out of the suitcases and...
But I know the feeling.
The car.
I know the feeling. Sure, was on your way myself, wasn't I? This weekend,
He was,
I went to Mallorca for 36 hours. Honestly, I did.
You did.
We were in Turkey and then we were in Dusseldorf for a bit longer than we should have been on the way home. But,
like a stop off.
Yeah, it was a nice, I'd say, 15-hour trip home.
Oh God, where were you in Turkey? Kusadasi, was it?
No, just outside Alanya.
Okay.
In a place called Mamuster.
I'll pretend I know it. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that place, beautiful. I heard.
How hot was Turkey?
Very hot. It's actually nice to get home to the cold.
Yeah.
It was roasting. It was up on like 38, 39 degrees some of the days. So.
Have you ever? Was that the first time you were in Turkey?
No, I've been over there a few times.
Okay.
I never see it as a holiday destination.
No, my friend has, or his mum and dad at least have an apartment over in Kusadasi, and he always goes. But I'm more of a Spanish guy. I know it doesn't sound that very adventurous, but I like Mallorca and Ibiza and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it actually is nicer. It's nicer.
Yeah. But you obviously like a bit of Turkish culture and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, no, my mum goes over there all the time, and her husband goes. That's the reason we were over for a sort of a family holiday. They got married 10 years ago over there, so we were over for the anniversary party.
So Anna, so you went over with the family, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You weren't getting over what's that? The Shirley Valentine film where she goes over and to get herself a Turkish guy, a young Turkish guy.
No, I have my husband with me. You'd want your husband with you over there.
Well, he can help you pick.
Yeah. What would you want your husband over there? Why?
Oh, because they're just.
Go on.
I don't want to say anything.
Don't worry, our signal doesn't reach Turkey, so you're all right.
Our internet signal does.
They're a bit more upfront than Irish men, anyway.
I see. A bit more forward.
You wouldn't have any trouble pulling.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, not that I've ever been to Turkey. I've been to Egypt, which kind of, to me, kind of sounds like kind of ballpark, you know what I mean? And yeah, I know what you mean, Anna. Like, it was safe where I was, especially going around with herself and with the ex now.
Yeah.
But I didn't, I felt they were a little bit, I'm just going to say creepy.
Creepy.
A bit creepy.
To put a word on it.
I'm talking about the Egyptian men now.
How were they creepy? In what way?
Just they would go up and they'd ask you for something where they'd like, hello madam, would you like this? Or like, would you like some fresh orange juice with your drink? And completely ignore me. And she's like, you're fine.
Yeah.
Or they think, Anna, when they go up to a girl, they think this is a compliment, which I suppose it is, but it's a bit weird when you don't know them. Goes, look, a guy came up at the swimming pool who worked there, by the way. He was an employee, and goes, oh, you look very beautiful this morning.
Yeah.
You don't say that to an Irish woman.
What's wrong with that?
Anna,
every other
come
woman in the world would be delighted.
Yeah.
Irish women are just like, what sort of a freak?
Yeah.
Not true.
And do you know what, Anna? Maybe it's our fault. Maybe it's us Irish people. But
I think it is.
You look very
beautiful. It's Irish men's fault.
Yeah.
We can't take any compliments at all.
No, it's not even the confidence thing. It's like, oh, wait till I tell you, Denise. He said I looked shy today. Oh, I'm in there.
Yeah. You must like me.
Yeah. The only question or compliment, Anna, that women like, or Irish women like, really is, where'd you get that dress? Which gives them an excuse to go, pennies home.
Pennies.
Yes.
See, Egyptians and Turkish men are yet to cop onto that.
They don't have pennies over there yet?
I don't think so.
Was it Primark over there?
Did he have Primark over there, Anna? Anna?
Oh, she might have gone through a tunnel.
Anna!
Anna! No, she's gone. Yeah, we've lost her. We'll try to get her back in a few.
Yeah, well, Gav, see if you can get Anna back for a second. I feel a bit bad. She's coming off her holidays and stuff. What a depressing time for now. She's just lost her chance to win.
Win a prize, yeah.
All right, the question we asked, the most popular thing for Irish women to worry about is what?
Doesn't really make sense when you think about it.
Go on.
The most popular thing for people to worry about would be the most unpopular thing, would it?
No, popular just means it's most common.
Most common thing might be a better way to word it.
Yeah, well, look, it was your question, not mine. We have Anna back. Anna, sorry we lost you there. Sorry.
Yeah, you hung up on me.
No, we didn't.
No, we did not. Excuse you.
All right, Anna, we better ask you. What do you think it is?
Weight.
Weight.
Of course.
Oh, of course.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, women,
confidence there.
Even the most skinniest and trimmed of women still, they still worry about their waist. They still think they're fat, don't they?
Yeah.
Why is that, Anna?
I don't know. I think it goes back to the thing that we're just,
can't take a
compliment. Can't take any compliments or whatever.
Jesus, we're an awful odd bunch, aren't we?
Yeah.
How we've managed to get this far, Anna, God only knows.
It's just so depressed. I'm just putting a bad mood on the conversation.
That's allowed. You're just off your holidays. You're just off your holidays on the way back from the airport. That is allowed. I'm sure there's a lot of Turkish people listening in there going, do you know what? Feck yous. Do you know, they can't even give you a fecking compliment. Right, Anna, you think it's weight?
Yeah.
It ain't.
It's not weight, Anna.
Is it not?
It's not, no. The answer will surprise you.
Yeah.
Stay tuned to find out more.
Can I say, I've been in this situation where I've had to come back from the airport.
Okay.
It's quite depressing, John.
Yeah.
It's very depressing. Because when are you back in work, Anna?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, John.
I could have done with that goodie bag.
Oh, God. What do you do, Anna? What do you work as?
I work as a clerical officer.
Clerical officer.
I don't know what that is.
No, it doesn't sound fun, though.
No, it doesn't sound fun.
It sounds like she's ripping up waves around her.
Right.
No.
Can we just cheer up, John?
Here, what day is it? Thursday?
Yeah.
Right, just means none tomorrow. Go on.
Go on. You've won yourself an FM104 goodie bag. We'll throw it in, Anna. Because I feel sorry for you. It's depressing, isn't it?
But I was wrong.
Yeah, no.
Look, in for a penny, in for a pound. We'll give you a power bank as well.
Don't you worry about it. We'll throw in a power bank as well. I just wanted to cheer Anna up. She's on the way back from the airport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's an upsetting time. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Some more recent than others.
Well, I don't like being wrong either. That's kind of...
All right, okay, if you want, we won't give you one then.
No,
fine by us.
Give it to me, but at least pretend that I'm right.
Oh.
No, can't do that.
Hang on.
My husband's sitting beside me.
Well, you're already married. You don't need to impress them anymore, so it's fine.
There you go. There's the right sound. I love that sound.
That's so annoying.
And you know what's ironic? I haven't actually been able to use it once tonight for the actual right thing. Right, Anna, listen, good luck.
Thanks.
See ya.
All the best. There you go. Anna there on the way back from the airport with her Turkish boyfriend she picked up.
Yes. What was his name again?
I don't push me on a Turkish name. I feel like I'll say a name that will sound like it's a bit racist.
What did he sound like again, Keith? What was his accent? You do a great Turkish accent. Go on, show them all your Turkish accent.
Or it goes like no.
Don't.
No. Not going down that one. No.
Oh, we've been there before.
Although I would imagine if you're in Turkey and you don't want something, it would be la shakran. La shakran.
What's that?
I think it means no thank you.
Really?
It's what I was told to say in Egypt when people are coming up like the lucky men. You go, la shakran.
Oh.
You have to say it kind of aggressively.
Right, you have to kind of growl it.
La shakran. But actually you could say it with a smile on your face, but it always comes out aggressive. Yeah. Strange place. John, how are things, John? John. John.
There he is.
We have him. Hey, John.
Very good. How are you?
Good. You're live in FM104. How are you tonight, John?
I'm great. Not a bother.
What are you doing?
Not a lot at the moment.
No,
I suppose it is 10 to midnight, you know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Anna's on the way back from the airport. Have you any holidays booked for the summer, John?
No, I haven't. And I wouldn't go to Turkey anyway.
Really? Why?
I've had trouble over there with that part of the world now.
Oh, pray tell, John. What happened?
What's that?
What happened in Turkey?
No, I'm just saying that part of the world.
Oh, that whole region of the world, the globe.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think Anna was like in Istanbul or anything. Like, you know, she was probably in a holiday destination. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when I was in the Egypt bit, it was kind of very Western. It wasn't like I wasn't chilling out beside the pyramids. It was like I was in.
There's those fast food chains floating around, was there?
There was, yeah. I could have been in Vegas for all I know. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But you wouldn't be into the Turks at all, John. No. Even the Turkish women look very attractive.
Yeah, well, that's they're camels, you know. But no, it's
their camels are good. Okay. Yeah. What about the Turkish delights, John?
Turkish delight, yeah. Australia was wonderful. No, it's a place I was never too keen on. But anyway,
fair enough. I suppose I'm a bit like that with what am I like that? It was India.
Really?
Yeah, and I've actually a couple of Indian mates, and they're always like,
oh wow, go you!
They're
so progressive, like, Keith.
Yeah. I've at least two, John. Yeah, wow. keeps me down with the people.
Keeps you grounded.
And they would also go. You know, word. Would you not come over?
No.
No, I can say I can do the accents. Yes, I can. I can because I've two Indian mates.
No,
and that's how they
doesn't
sound.
make it okay.
That's how they sound. They call me Ward, not
Ward.
Not Wardy. Call me Ward. Yeah, it's very. I know it's my second name, but it sounds strange. No one ever calls
me. It sounds like a sick bay.
Ward. And I'm always like, you're all right. I'll follow you over.
Yeah,
follow you over. Yeah, I'm like that with India. Right, John, we asked John Berrill here what he thought Mickey Money Day was. He never heard of it.
Yeah. Well,
explain to him what it is.
Yeah,
educate him.
Children's Allowance Day.
Children's Allowance Day.
Why is it just not called Children's Allowance Day? Why is it Mickey Money?
Mickey to have a child and then you get paid for it.
Sorry, John, say again. We almost lost you there. Say again.
No, well, it's Mickey Money Day, yeah, because it was always known as well in Dublin, Mickey Money Day, for the children's allowance once a month.
And why is that again?
Well, because I suppose Mickey babies, making babies, it's not someone called it with the Mickey money, yeah.
I don't quite understand that, John. So what does a Mickey have to do with money and babies?
Like Mickey Mouse.
Well, the Mickey makes the baby, helps make the baby, and then you get paid children's allowance.
Oh, right. Well, John, much clearer than that.
Do you know what I thought John was going to say there a second ago? I thought he was going to say, well, when a man and a woman love each other very much.
When they hug each other very tightly.
Yeah.
They get children for that.
And they get paid for it.
Yeah, well, it was always known that the Mickey Money Day, and the local pub, we always saw this.
It is.
That evening.
What day is it, you, John? It's like a Tuesday or every month.
The first Tuesday of the month.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, pubs, off licenses, bookies, kind of. A lot of places love it because it gives them they can set their watch by it. Do you know what I mean? Because they'll come in with their Mickey Money Day money, and they'll spend a fortune or they'll spend whatever. Yeah,
you don't always used to.
I don't know what it's like now, but there was a time at the local pubs that used to have a bit of music or the bingo nights. Like the first Tuesday of the month.
Really, Mickey Money nights.
Smart, it does make sense.
So John had the money,
Yeah.
What used to really annoy me is...
But that was... that saying's gone around the years.
Yeah.
I've only got one left to see. The other two are grown up, so I've only got one left. So I've only 3 years of Mickey Money left.
Oh, no. That's the thing that used to annoy me, John, is when my ma would get children's allowance in, I just assumed I should get that. Because it's children's allowance. I was the children.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know how to spend it, John.
I would have spent it on things. I could dress myself.
Yeah.
I could feed
Sweets.
myself. Yeah. Well, been great.
Well, you're sore to get them, aren't you?
I'm sorry to get it. Well, no, not really. Like, she's spending it on the lights and stuff.
Yeah, John's getting on board. Well, that's a fair point. You can't tell me, John, that every mother or father or whoever that gets Mickey Money Day spends it just on the child. Like,
not at all. Not at all. But then again, they probably need it. Some genuine ones probably need to help pay the bills.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. But then there's others that might go. Yeah, I'm sure.
It's children's allowance. It should be for the children.
Yeah, that's it. So that's your answer for your Mickey Money.
Thank you, John. You've educated John Berrill, who thought Mickey Money Day had some connection with Disney. So, listen, John, good night. Thanks for that. There you go. John has educated John Berrill.
I needed that. I honestly,
it's a very Dublin saying, yeah. Mickey Money Day.
Never made its way in my neck of the woods, Keith.
The first Tuesday of every month. Oh, anyway, 6797 F104, the immersion. Oh, I love that guess. So anyway, we should reveal the answers.
We should, yeah.
We asked the most common thing, John, the most common thing that an Irish woman worries about. I love that, the immersion. That's more of a dad thing.
That is a dad thing, yeah. The most common thing an Irish woman worries about is, funnily enough, it's money.
Yeah.
The old cash there, Keith.
Money, yeah.
Don't worry about it every Tuesday of the month, though.
No,
first Tuesday of the month. When the Mickey money comes in, you're fine then.
Not in Dublin, anyway. Yeah.
For the rest of it, you worry. It's statistically proven that men don't seem to worry about it as much than the Irish women. So there you are.
I'll tell you, you know why that is, John, don't you?
Why is that?
Men are too busy making it. Imagine.
And good night.
Yeah. See you later. Complaints on a postcard to fight now. Obviously, it was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
It was a funny one, yeah.
It was a funny joke. But no. You imagine, though, having that point of view, though, in 2017. Some people who still do, I suppose.
Oh, God, yeah.
Tennis players too. Anyway, front page of some of the papers you're going to be waking up to tomorrow. Front page, let me see. We'll go front page.
Will we do the Sun first?
Alright, front page of the Irish Sun. John has chosen wisely.
Nothing really decent there. Go click the mirror.
Oh, there we go. Flying blind. Warnings that Black Rock Island was not in Coast Guard's safety system were given 4 years before Rescue 116 crashed. So this is kind of like the fallout, I suppose, of the rescue helicopter 116, which crashed, God, what was it now? Last January or something.
Yeah, I think it was, isn't it? It's a while ago now.
Yeah. Other stuff, let me see. Big Trouble in Big Apple. Watch Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather's third press conference on the live stream.
There's another one tonight.
There's another one tonight, and if that wasn't enough, John, which I kind of have a feeling it is, they're having another one tomorrow night in London.
Nothing new said.
Yeah, it's kind of going all over. Like, I enjoyed last night's one.
Yeah.
But, like, would I watch another one? Of course I will. But would I enjoy it as much? No. I think once it gets to London, it is going to be very samey, isn't it?
Yeah, they're going to go, like, there's nothing new to say. He's going to have the same insults.
Yeah. And what I'd like to get rid of is that Outfit still going to get up and do a speech, again, like a best man speech. We've heard you now twice. No one cares.
Is it the same speech?
No, it's a slightly different
one. Well, yeah.
It's your man Stephen Espinosa, who was called a weasel by Conor McGregor. Sorry, an effing weasel to his face. Quite aggressive. Front page, Irish Mirror, there goes with Conor McGregor and Mayweather as well. Bear with us. You'll have to deal with this for the next 5 or 6 weeks until the fight is on.
Then when it's over, we'll have to talk about it.
When it's over, and say if Conor actually wins, we'll probably always talk about it, I suppose.
Yeah. That'll be part of the national anthem.
It probably will be.
Yeah, they'll have to put it in. He'll get a doctrine from Trinity as well.
Yeah, and he probably should. And it should be in the national anthem if that happens. Anyway, error on Rescue 116 onboard warning system that led to crash was flagged 4 years ago. Story there as well. Let me see. Man killed 2 elderly brothers, Thomas and John Blaine, hours after telling pub strangers he was a doctor. Well, other stuff there. Let me see some of the other papers. The Sun's going as well. The Irish Sun. This is just on tomorrow's edition of the paper version, should I say. It was not me, it was the power. Doctors reply to Garda charge. So obviously all week you would have heard about the tragic news on Monday night, I think, of the poor toddler 3-year-old who was stabbed to death. A woman at the scene was also found with knife wounds, believed to be the mother, and it seems now that the mother has been charged with the murder of her own child. A mum accused of murdering her son blamed the power for his death. Mahaldim is charged with knifing Omar Omran, who's 3, to death at a flat in Kimmage on Monday. Dublin District Court heard that after being charged, the doctor told cops, "It was not me, it was the power," whatever that entails. But I'm sure you'd hear a lot more about it at some stage as well. What's going to happen, I'd imagine, in that circumstance, she has been charged. You won't actually hear much more probably about it until it comes up in court, or however she pleads, I suppose, as well. But anyway, there you go, and lots of other stuff on Wimbledon as well. Andy Murray got knocked out, did he?
I don't know, I don't watch it, man.
John, get into it, it's sport, for God's sake.
I've watched tennis
Liven up.
And it's so dull.
It's not.
Tennis is so dull.
No, like, I'll give it to you, like a random Wimbledon match is a bit dull. Or say, no, a random tennis match. But like a semi-final of a Wimbledon men's.
It's just two men grunting at each other. Or women, yeah. Never mix it though. They don't do swap, do they?
They do, yeah.
Do they?
Yeah,
I don't watch it.
They do mixed doubles.
I don't watch it.
No one bothers watching that, to be honest. No, it's just the singles that people are interested in. Give it a watch, man, seriously.
Nah, not for me.
Plenty of summer used and wasted watching Wimbledon as a teenager. And now look at me now.
Look at me now, yeah. Years well spent.
087 67 97 F104 is the WhatsApp number overnight. You want to get us about anything on the show?
You're live.
Please do.
Tennis is great, man. Look, I love tennis.
Drop me a private message.
Tennis
on
is
Facebook.
The best. You're so cool for liking tennis.
Oh, we've got the laid back phone show on the way tomorrow night, which will just be chilled out. I'll have to take one of those energy drinks that you got high off yesterday. Anyway, more phone show on the way. Yeah, always drink responsibly, even energy drinks.